eyes when the film shows up for that one.
You won't see Case miss many like that right there, but he had a lot of room, and I think he was thinking about running the ball instead of catching it, and it just pops out. Brings up third down. Scott's going tempo themselves right here.
Buck Randall is looking things over. 3 targets right, but he throws left to his running back out of the backfield. To the 40 and out of bounds. Maybe to the 43-yard line, they say, is where he went out. A gain of 7.
And that's Isaiah Lee, number 22. Extremely quick running back. We saw a lot of playing time last year.
When they weren't supposed to.
And
it's 4th and short.
It's going to bring up 4th and short, but the chains are not set where they should be.
Hey, it's the chain gang's first game too, right?
That's right. That's right. Isaiah doing a great job. Watch out for Isaiah. He has one of the best jump stops that I've ever seen.
All right, a couple of wideouts right. One man on the numbers left. A low snap. Here's a quick kick out of the backfield. Nobody there, and that one's going to take a hop and almost run down, but a 43-yard punt into the end zone, trying to get there. I believe that's Harrison
Cullum getting there. Good effort. Good effort.
But that'll bring the ball out of the end zone, and Rockwall Heath's offense will get its first time to take a look.
And the Highland Park defense, the first chance to show what they can do. Guy that coaches are really hoping for a lot from is number 11, Thomas Cook. He had Russell and I last year just were amazed at his ability to pressure the quarterback and get sacks. He just has that feel of where they're going to be. Keep an eye on number 11, defensive end.
All right, Heath ready to go to work. With a man in motion behind the quarterback. And it's going to be a little play action. And now a throw. That one tipped and it's picked off.
That's Doolin.
At the 42. Coming back almost to the 30. The ball's free. It's loose and covered by the Scots again. My goodness.
That is Dean Doolin right there. Junior cornerback. Ball was just overthrown by the Rockwall Heath quarterback. And Doolin says, thank you very much. I'll take that. Makes a nice return. Almost coughs it up, but gets it back. Scots are set up at the 31.
All right, nice return on that. Over 20 yards on the play. And now the Scots are in a really good spot at the Heath 31.
Heath in that 3-man front, 2 inside backers, 2 wide backers. Press coverage at the top.
Randall straight back, looks, throws off his back heel. He was looking to his left for Harrison Cullum, and there may have been a little grab in there. A penalty flag on the floor.
Yeah, Quincy Jones getting a piece of Cullum right there, and the back judge on the sideline sees it right away.
Scots look over to the sideline as the officiating crew gets a new rock into the game.
Got a holding against number 1 Quincy Jones, as we thought.
So now it's first down and 10 for HP at the Heath 21.
Gannon Bozeman at the left slot. Olmstead at the right slot.
2 targets each side. The clap, the snap, and a handoff, and bowing it deep and in trouble. Knocked down in the backfield. Isaiah Lee was the ball carrier, and they just didn't have enough blockers in front of him to get around the edge.
Now it's number again, Landon Frazier, who is a captain and a highly publicized linebacker and D1 recruit, makes a play or assist on it there. Going to bring up second down.
All right, Randall, after the 3-yard loss on the run by Lee, works on 2nd and 13.
Comes the dog.
Some movement.
Goes the dog.
And they're going to go to the sideline, and a deflected pass, but not a catch.
Harrison Cullum there, the intended receiver. Quincy Jones once again in coverage for the Hawks.
I did too.
We thought that Heath jumped, but apparently official didn't think he got in the neutral zone, so there was no flag. I think that Buck thought it was a free play.
All right, 3rd and 13 now.
Here comes the blitz.
Randall the snap, a little protection. Now he goes, got a zip catch, got a touchdown.
Wow.
What a grab made by Cannon Bozeman on the 24-yard reception to get the Scots on the board.
Looks like it's going to be brought back. Procedure on the Scots is going to bring that back. But what a back shoulder throw by Buck Randall. Cannon Bozeman makes a great catch, but give Buck credit for putting the ball to the outside.
Jim, that one was on the money. And I didn't even see the jump on that one. It doesn't matter, but
no,
saw the other one.
Well, no, I didn't either. But
so the ball back 5 to the 29-yard line of Heath.
Got to put that behind you. Move on now. Again, Heath bringing the heat.
Highland Park gets the snap. Randall looks, runs over to his left. He's looking for the sticks, and he can't catch up to the back one. Did they get into territory close enough to think about a field goal?
Oh, yeah. The Sutton stock will be coming on.
Yep, there he is.
Right now. Sutton's has improved dramatically. Had a good year last year, but in practice, he looks very good. Ronan Moreland will be the holder for the Scots. The snapper should be Cash Tanner. Sutton stock with a 41-yard attempt.
All right, he's backed up, has his paces. There's the snap, the place, the kick is blocked. And that's a loose ball and a live ball. Picked up cleanly, it's trouble. Down the right sideline, but a Scot able to track down the returner.
And that's Ronan Moreland.
And man, a 17-yard return by him, and Heath is going to have the ball in Highland Park territory.
One of the traits the Highland Park Scots have always had is they don't panic. It can look like the way the sky's falling in, but they're not going to panic. Well, he's got set up now with 2 plays that could really burst the game wide open, but the Scots will hang in.
So the Scot defense on the field spreads out. Heath comes over from the sideline, and the Hawks are going to start out with a couple of targets wide left. One in between the numbers and the sideline, and one between the hash and the numbers. They're over on the far right hash mark, going right to left. Here's the clap, the snap. They're going to hang on to it, throw, a high catch made, and now an athletic move made at the 20. Breaking free inside the 15, tackled at the 12. That was Colin Jones on the reception there. And then Dean Doolin on the tackle.
And here's a little tempo from Heath now.
They'll go with the jailbreak. The Scots get in there and knock them down before they cleared the cell block.
And I believe that's Dean Doolin coming up again to make the hit. Again, you're going to play that corner out there, you get a short memory. You can't worry about what just happened. You got to play the next play.
Prosper Neal with a man behind him. And then you've got 2 wideouts, left, 1 right. He wants to throw in a slot, moving in, caught, touchdown. Isaac Smirlocker is tackled as he crosses the goal line. A 12-yard touchdown pass, and just like that, Heath is up 13-0 with a PAT coming up.
You see why coaches talk so much about eliminate penalties, because the Scots go from tied 7-7 in all likelihood to down 14, just like that.
So here is Bronson Mueller for another PAT. Noah Dana on a knee to hold. The snap, the place, it's on its way, and it is true as it can be. And Heath right now with a 14-0 lead over Highland Park in Highlander Stadium. 8:29 to go in the first. There's plenty of time. We'll take a timeout here and come back with more Highland Park football.
I hope I don't give off like this VIP persona, but Sewell has kind of messed with my head in that way to kind of make me feel like I'm a VIP when it comes to cars. My husband will joke, he's like, you're obsessed with your car. I'm like, I am. I'm not a car person, but I'm obsessed with my car because of Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac.
We're back in Highlander, and the Scots find themselves on the short end of a 14-0 count right now. But Jim, we haven't even played how many minutes? 8:29 to go here in the first.
We haven't played 4 minutes yet.
That last touchdown drive, it's the only drive they've had of the game. The first one was on a return. 3 plays, 38 yards, took only 43 seconds.
Well, Heath's got
in the end zone. They went.
He's got more momentum right now than they could ever hope for.
Mueller's
up to Scots to take it back.
This one, and it's fielded at the 1. Turning around to run up the left sideline. Nick spins him around and out of bounds at the 16, maybe the 18-yard line. See where the linesman over there. He's going to stop at the 16, and that's where HB will start this drive. We saw a couple of good things. Some things they probably would like to do over. Here's their do-over.
Well, you just got to start executing right now. Get the jitters out of your system. It's not going to get any worse. So play the next play. Scott's come out in this bunch set to the left. Coach Allen's and the right. Coach Allen's been running a lot of this lately this spring and fall.
Gather them into a fist and then see what happens. But the first thing that happens, we had a little movement from the slot back over on the left side, and the Scots are going to cost themselves 5 more yards.
Late arriving fans are going to get here and think the scoreboard is malfunctioning, but Scott's got to find a way to dig out of this hole.
Can't have a dramatic finish without it. The snap, play action, throw out, caught in the flat, wiggle move, gets back to the middle, and some room to the 25, the 30. Tackled there, carrying a hawk with him. Great catch and run by Luke Mitchell.
All right, that's all. That's Charlie Olmstead with the carry, tackled by Luke Mitchell.
Oh, excuse me, there we go.
Yep. But Charlie Olmstead was a couple of great moves right there, getting the open field, and we had number 13, Isaac Hutchinson, out in front, making a good block for him as well. Brings up first down.
Got some big size out there. Here's a swing pass out right side, down the sideline, tiptoe, but the tight wire ran out of bounds at the 33.
That's Cannon Bozeman right there, just a little swing pass from Buck Randall. Try to get the sniffer back. Number 94, I believe that's Dylan Palmer, if I'm not mistaken. Number 9, let's see here.
Out wide left, Martin True is alone away from the formation. Everybody else in tight as the Scots are on the right hash. Hand off, a hole opens
Isaiah
over at the 45-yard line, and across that, a fine run there by Isaiah Lee, and that interior defense played great. Noah Dana on the stop for Heath.
Well, that's where you see the explosiveness of Isaiah Lee, but give credit to the offensive line. They opened up a hole I could run through, and that has to be pretty big. Sniffer back now, again in the nasty slot.
All right, here comes the snap. Randall again, hands off. Scots trying to take control of the game a little bit here with a change of pace and plan. This time the run only good for a couple of yards by the time Luke Mitchell caught up with him.
Isaiah, it was a nice little job. And by the way, we need to mention Matthew White. The reason he's not in, he's had a little bit of a knee issue. Should be back next week, but Isaiah more than able to fill in for him.
Charlie Olmstead came in. We got 3 targets left of the formation.
Heavy set.
Snap and rolling to the left. Looking. Now he's going to run. Gives it a little look. He wants to get a juke to the sideline and just short of the yardage needed. That's a 6-yard run by the quarterback, Buck Randall, and Riley Black, the defender that got him to the sideline in OB.
Now, JJ mentioned it right there. Highland Park goes tackle over to the left side right there. Get the heavy set for Buck's hard sprint out to the left. Going to bring up third and about 4.
Best third down situation that the Scots have had in 3 tries. The other 2 long.
Heath in their 4-man front still.
Waiting here. Randall gets the snap. He's going to take it himself. Here's
option.
the pitch.
Hey.
The option. First down.
Boom.
More. That'll get the chains moving a little bit, sir. All the way to the Heath 41. And the Scots drive stays alive.
Isaiah Lee takes a nice pitch right there and gets outside, cuts up field. Good blocking interior. Buck Randall is getting better and better running the option. Scots, you'll see it a lot near the goal line, but it'll pick up a first down as well.
Randall spreads some guys out. He still has one blocker in the backfield. Straight drop.
Great.
Looks upfield. Nothing open.
Great.
Now he's got a and he hits his man at the 20. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown, Charlie Olmstead.
Charlie Olmstead running the crossing route as we got another flag. Oh, my gosh.
No wonder he had all that time.
Well,
great Scott.
And look, he had tremendous blocking up front, but it looked like all of the Heath up front line defenders were mashed in together. Usually you don't see a holding call in that situation. It's usually on a guy trying to get around the outside.
So that'll push the ball, Jim, back across the 50 into Scott's territory at their own 48-yard line.
Wow. 2 touchdowns taken off the board. Would have been, Brian, a 42-yard
on that last one.
Scott's got to overcome it again now.
First and a country mile. 20 to go to keep the drive alive. Randall running for his life. Dumps one over. Almost a one-handed catch made by Jack Swaldy, but he just couldn't grab that one in and make a huge play.
Well, Buck was getting heavy pressure again, having to roll out hard to his right and just tried to put a little touch on it to get it over the linebackers. Could not get the velocity needed to connect.
So Randall, with his instructions from the sideline, keeps a man in the backfield with him. That's Lee. And then with the ball over on the left hash mark, the Scots will put 3 targets out wide right and keep a man on the numbers left.
Colton Hamill and Cash Tanner in the slot.
Randall, the snap. And he'll take it himself. Gets out of the arms of one tackler and another, but the third. Oh, he did get down the sideline. He's going to get to the first stick. And maybe a little bit short of that by a yard. A 9-yard run, and the stop by Noah Dana of Rockwall Heath.
Well, you had to get a chunk of it right there, and that's what the Scots did, but it's going to bring up a big third down. And I know Coach Allen would like to get points this drive. Coach Allen, as James Flowers checks in the game along with Isaiah Lee.
Here's the snap to Randall. Rolling right. Throws on the run. It's caught at the 30. First down, Highland Park.
Number 2, Cannon Bozeman with the catch. Goes from his slot position to the wideout. Buck Randall hits him on a 14-yard gain to pick up the Scots first down. And Cannon Bozeman, you watch him, he's going to run that out route, and then he's going to bolt up from it, and nobody will catch him.
Buck Randall checking his wrist. Over in the slot to his left, Olmstead and Cannon Bozeman. Out widest is Harrison Cullum. On the right side, Jack Sumner all alone.
Heath in a 3-3 look.
Snap. Hand off, they go and try and rumble it to the right side. Isaiah Lee, the ball carrier, and he will be smothered after a 2-yard gain at the 27.
That's not Jarrett Simpson and number 8, Landon Foster, who we called over and over again, there to make the play.
So Randall, Scott, he's ready to go.
Scott's up front once again. All day, Townsend, Hunt, Alt, and the sophomore Colton Williams.
Just under 5 to go in the first quarter. Down 14. Off his
heels.
A catch, a touchdown, and no flags.
That's Case Messer.
Mesner on the grab with a man a step behind him. What a great move he made to cut in.
And what a throw by Buck Randall. Buck Randall gets it. He sees Messer on the inside cut, and he just lays off his back foot, puts the ball perfectly in position. And the Scots desperately needed a score. Got one right there.
Third time's the charm.
There you go.
They won't take them away.
I think there were 11 Scots on that turnaround. Any laundry on the field?
Now they get a man in. And here comes the snap to Moreland. The kick is on its way, and they will signal it true. Scots are in this ball game now. It's 14-7, Rockwall Heath. Highland Park kicks off when we return.
While it may be true that Scotties always find a way, everyone needs a great game plan. The Meredith Farrell Group provides a clear home field advantage when it comes to buying or selling houses in the Park Cities, giving you the home field advantage yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let's go, Scots.
All right, we're back in Highlander. It's a one-touchdown game between Rockwall Heath and the Highland Park Scots. Scots got on the board. 11 plays, an 84-yard drive, a 3:43 clock time on that. Started at their own 27. Had a little back and forth on some of those. Here's the kick. And a short one fielded at the 30. Fair catch. Well, no, it wasn't a fair catch.
Ball.
Are all over them right there. On the return for Rockwall Heath, that was Cornelius Brown, 5'9" junior.
And that was Graham McKellar there to make the hit for the Scots. Not taking a chance on another deep ball. Trying to pooch it over to the left side. Gives the coverage team a chance to get down there, let the defense come out and do their job. By the way, touchdown sponsor, who we neglected to say, Bob Lilly Promotions. Extra point sponsor, Brett Kennedy with Kensington Vanguard National Title. We thank you for your support.
Here's Heath now at the line. 2 wide right, 1 left. The snap, it's going to be a handoff. Running play right. Brian Oumba. And Oumba made it to the line of scrimmage, and that was that.
That's it. Henry Hobbs there to make the play, along with Bo Jones finishing up. Nick Vanderwest. The Scots up front. Vanderwest, Hatcher Phillips, Thomas Cook. Inside backers are Lee Wagner and Bo Jones. Outside backers, McMurray, Satcher. Corners, Doolin and Sumner. Safeties, Ronan and True.
Heath will run it right up the gut again. They tried to get everybody looking everywhere else, but Oumba is going to rumble over the 35 to the 37. That'll be a pickup of 6.
Henry Hobbs and Thomas Cook coming back into the game. This is going to be a big play right here. Number 91 as well for this. Number 91, Nick Vanderwest.
Jim, this is the first time that Heath has gone to a 3rd down play in their 4 drives.
And with the sniffer back to the right.
They've got a man in motion. They fake it to him and then get a trailer behind him. Here comes a bug around the right side, but he's not going to get it. Blasted out of bounds was A. Prince Hobbs.
Somebody lit up. I tell you who that was right there, number 99. That was Henry Hobbs, who literally lit up the Heath running back over on the far sideline.
Tell you what, A. Prince Hobbs, they've got him listed at 5'7", 140. I don't think they fibbed any on that a bit.
No.
So Heath facing 4th down and 4. The first time they've been in a 4th down situation when they had the ball.
Scott's send number 3.
Line up and go ahead and punt it.
Scott's number 3, Charlie Olmstead deep.
Olmstead pacing at the 25. Kicks away, and it's going to float over and then bounce backwards. That took a big-time Highland Park bounce, and it rolls onto the logo near midfield at the 47. And HP's in a pretty good spot to start a drive to tie this game. Only a 16-yarder by Heath's kicker.
And good coaching from the Highland Park coaching staff, because when they saw that short kick, there was a halo that opened up around that ball. Nobody's getting near it.
Don't touch it. Scots come out onto the pitch. From our viewpoint on the home side, they go left to right. Couple of wideouts to the left side. A man on the numbers right. From the middle of the field, the snap. And a play action. Little running room to the right side. Can he? Just across the 50. It was a little bit of an opening that came for Buck Randall, but he couldn't quite exploit it as much, a gain of 3.
That Zeke Cannon coming up to make the hit from his linebacker position for the Heath Hawks. Buck Randall almost able to squirt out of that and pick up a lot more, but Cannon there to make the stop.
2:35 and counting in quarter number 1. 14-7. It is Heath with the lead. Snap coming, drop back, good protection, out to his left, throws on the run, and past a diving Harrison Cullum, falling incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Cullum will catch that most of the time, ball just a little bit too far out in front. Big prime pressure coming from Heath from the edges. Scott's offensive tackles are really going to have to dial it in to give Buck the time he needs to step and throw.
So Scott's to the line. They're going to add Charlie Olmstead to the receiving corps, and he'll head out left and split 2 receivers. 2 out of 4 on 3rd down for the Scots tonight. Randall looks, swing backs left, lots of room.
Lee
speed across the 40, 30, cuts back into the 20 and clipped his heels together. He is down at the 19-yard line. A 30-yard swing pass. What a job there by the Scots, Isaiah Lee.
Just a little bubble screen out of the backfield. Again, so much hard pressure coming from Heath from the corners that nobody takes it back, floating out of the top. Coach Allen sees it and really comes up with a big call to Isaiah Lee.
All right, 1st and 10. Scots now inside the Heath 20. Looking to tie this game up. Randall, look to his right. Is going to run, tucks it, gets inside the 15, and lunges forward. They may get him to the 12. That's a 7-yard gain by the fighting Scott quarterback.
Zeke Cannon in to make the hit for the Heath Hawks. Heath is spying one or both linebackers on Randall. They obviously are concerned about his ability to run the ball if nothing's there in the passing game, and they are sitting and waiting for him to make a move.
So Randall ready. He keeps Isaiah Lee in the backfield to his left. 2 wideouts, wide side right, 2 on the skinny side, left around the 10. Here's a look at an option kept by Buchanan. He's going to take that, or excuse me, Randall, and he's going to take that to the first down sticks inside the 9.
Again, that time Heath comes up, takes the pitch back, forces Buck Randall to turn up, take a right, and he does it and picks up nice yardage again. Scott's really, nobody the last year or so has stopped that option play when it's run correctly.
Heath brought in big Jarrett Simpson, a 240-pound sophomore, and added him to the line. Here's the snap. Buck looks, throws, and there could have been a grab on his target, Harrison Cullum, but that one was whistled in there. And I just don't think they sought enough contact to call that a penalty.
Now, sometimes if it's right under the official, kind of in his face, they don't see it really well. I think that may have been what happened right there, but Scott's come up with a 2nd down and goal.
They've added James Flowers to the backfield.
All right.
Flowers, 220 pounds. That's a big fullback back there with Lee and Randall. Now they'll throw. It'll be the
yes,
right on the pylon.
Yes,
Was
yes.
he in? Touchdown. An 8-yard.
Oh, nice work by Cannon Bozeman.
That's why he's captain.
He's captain. I wish we get the replay of this. Jay pointed it out. His footwork to drag that toe was excellent.
If we could see the replay, Origin Bank would have made it. Here it is.
Here we go. Right here. Watch Bozeman drag that toe with a man on his back. Tremendous work. That touchdown brought to you by Bob Lilly Promotions. Extra point to come.
Ronan Moreland on a knee at the 20 as Sutton Stock wants to tie the game, and that right foot of his does the trick. Folks, we're going to start all over with 20 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Highland Park with another touchdown ties us up at 14 apiece.
Extra point sponsored by Brett Kennedy with Kensington Vanguard National Title. And who would have thought 8 minutes ago that all of a sudden we'd be tied up?
Well, we said it was early.
Yeah.
We knew it was early.
And again, we see it, Jay and I see it over and over again, and anybody who works with it a lot, Scots just don't panic. I mean, I've seen them down 21 and a half and just they methodically come out and do their job.
It's in their bones. I grew up here. I watched you guys play. It's in your bones.
Well,
all right. Let's see. Here's a great opportunity to do something special on this kick with only 20 seconds left. Think of all the different things you could do that might be a little bit chancy. Sutton Stock back.
There's a huge hole about the 30 to the 5 that if Stock can hit it, ball will be dropping free.
I'll bet he has his fastest guys, the 4 men on the left. The other 6 are going to cover it. And here it is. High, short, right where you said they needed to go. Caught at the 14 to the 20. Spinning out of the tackle, but wrapped up while he was in the air on the return. Carter Zahn, the 6'1", 200-pound junior running back.
And that's Rye Lanahan down there to make the play, along with number 43, Nick Gragel-Bays. Both guys, tremendous job doing on those special teams. Those guys take a lot of pride. They may not play in the field a lot, but they take tremendous pride in what they do on those special teams.
All right, that scoring drive by Highland Park, 7 plays, 52 yards. It took 2:45 and was capped off on that 8-yard toss to the pylon from Randall to Bozeman.
That drive recap brought to us by Travis Spillman, DDS.
Here's a look and a throw deep down the right sideline. It's and dropped. Oh my, that one was laid right in the basket to Prosper Neal. And Neal just could not haul it in, and the clock stops with 10 seconds to go in quarter number 1.
Well, Dean Doolin in coverage out there. You see the replay right there, trying not to face guard right there, but he keeps after it and is able to rake the ball free as receivers going down.
Yeah, I think that was Sean Gary, number 7. That was the target there. He goes out wide right again with Zane Vela in the slot to Heath Blair. It's going to be a run, and it's not going to run very far. Quarterback Neal comes out of a quick stance and then goes forward 3 yards. You may have heard the horn in the background. That's the end of quarter number 1. Let's see. That's 36 minutes to go, Jim.
That's right.
14-14. Back after this on the Scots Network.
While it may be true that Scotties always find a way, everyone needs a great game plan. The Meredith Farrell Group provides a clear home field advantage when it comes to buying or selling houses in the Park Cities, giving you the home field advantage yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let's go, Scots.
I hope I don't give off like this VIP persona, But Sewell has kind of messed with my head in that way to kind of make me feel like I'm a VIP when it comes to cars. My husband will joke, he's like, you're obsessed with your car. I'm like, I am. I'm not a car person, but I'm obsessed with my car because of Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac.
Highland Park Scots down on the field. Here comes Heath as we have switched ends to begin quarter number 2. Jim, what that first quarter look like?
Yeah, it was really interesting. Heath with only 9 yards rushing so far. Highland Park with 49 passing yards, 38 for Heath, 109 for the Scots.
Oh, Neal's in deep trouble. That was like Bob Greasy in the Super Bowl, wasn't it? Bobby Kennedy just manhandled Prosper Neal, who never was faced forward.
Let's see if we can get a replay of that, maybe up on the scoreboard. We're going to have one here in the booth. Bobby Kennedy, the lightning blitz. We'll catch him next time. But the Scots now have Heath. Isn't it amazing how the momentum has changed in just the first quarter?
15-yard loss, and out of the middle of the end zone, a high, short kick. A catch made at the 45. Oh, what a nice move. He ducked under a tackler to get to the 40. That'll be a 5 or a 6-yard return, but the Scots are in great shape after that 37-yard punt.
But Olmstead, very elusive, finds a way to make the first man miss, and that's the whole key to making big return yardage.
If you don't make him miss, Jim, bad things happen, right?
Yeah, but that's self-preservation, you figure that out. All right, Scott's having great field position with an opportunity to go up.
Going right to left across your computer screens now. Heath keeping everybody fairly close. The Scots in that bunched fist.
Double bunch, left and right.
A snap, and it's going to be a handoff. Lee bounces back and then follows a surge to fall forward about 1 more yard. Ends up only being a gain of about 2.
Pretty good push right there. Again, Scott's up front. Pretty big, 2 starters returning. Stewart Allday at right tackle, Trip Townsend at right guard.
And now you got Bo Burke in the backfield, but it's the block for Lee.
Oh.
Or is it a little trickery over to the left side?
Oh.
Bozeman tiptoes, and he'll get the first down yardage all the way down to the 24 of Heath. A 13-yarder there. And the Scots have got a little wiggle to them.
Don't you love the little hesitation that Bozeman gave? A good linebacker, Landon Foster, we've called his name over and over, but Bozeman, little limp leg, allows him to get around the corner, pick up another 10 yards.
So now the Scots with another first down on this drive. Looking around, Randall has it, hands it off, and a nice cut right up by Lee inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line. A quick scamper there should be good for a gain of 9 yards.
I love to see teams work together right there. Trip Townsend pulling, kicking out the defensive tackle for Heath, and Isaiah Lee sees it, cuts behind it, and picks up a big gain. Again, you got to work together.
All right, you got, is that Levi or is that Elliott Tollison on the right?
Got
and Lee in the backfield.
James Flowers.
Okay, they're going to fake the handoff. Better get rid of it, and not in time. Racing in from the right edge for Rockwall Heath was Blake Strawn, or was that Berriman? They got back there and sacked the Scott quarterback for a loss of 5.
My mistake, Charlie, I believe that was Carson Adams, number 16, not number 18. Again, delayed blitz is sometimes hard to pick up.
Three targets right. Randall to his right. Throws on the right. Wide open, and with first down yardage, taken out of bounds, but the Scots are going to have a fresh set from the 10-yard line. First down and goal to go after that 9-yard gain.
9-yard pickup by Cannon Bozeman again. Again, he is so elusive, so quick coming out of his slot position.
How about this? 6 first down opportunities, and the Scots have only done bad things twice. They get it to Lee.
Isaiah
to the 5.
Oh!
He reached over the pylon, but they're going to say he was out first at the 1.
That's where the offensive line right now is all going, that's great, we're going to pound it in. Isaiah with great acceleration for the pylon. Scots now watch for a lead block from number 36, James Flowers.
2nd and goal to go. Randall's going to take it and dives in over left guard. Touchdown, Scots.
I stand corrected. It was not James Flowers. It was Isaiah Lee, the little bitty scat back with the lead block.
Hey, man, who's bringing the touchdowns around here? That's Bob Lilly Productions.
That's Bob Lilly Productions right there. And that's 3 quick ones for the Scots to go back in front.
If anybody was nervous when it was 14-0 Heath, I think they're better now.
Yeah.
On for the PAT to make it a 7-point advantage. Stop with the right foot under it is good.
He's getting close. You got to be careful.
21-14, Highland Park in front. We'll be back with the Scots kicking off to Rockwall Heath after this.
Hello, Trouble. We've sparred once or twice before. Back in the days when you used to scare me. Now, I'm coming for you. Just to show you what I'm made of and who's in my corner. So go ahead. Tell me I can't do it. Then watch me. VistaBank, powering Friday Night Lights since 1912.
For over 30 years.
A 7-play, 39-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Highland Park quarterback Buck Randall. 7 plays, 39 yards, took 2:09 off the clock, and they have scored 3 touchdowns now. The Scots have in less than 8 minutes.
You don't think of Isaiah Lee and being able to make a lead block like that right there, but he's the guy that opened the hole for Buck Randall.
Here's the kick. They're going to go over to the far right sideline. Fair catch signaled for, and it is made cleanly at the 20-yard line. I believe that was Cornelius Brown again, number 25. So Heath trying to figure a couple of things out. All of a sudden, what momentum they had early is surely switched over to the Highland Park colors.
Well, we saw how the Scots responded. Let's see how Heath responds when the same thing happens to them. Scots now, if I know Coach Bobby Leidner, he's going to turn up the pressure right here.
So Heath going left to right across your dial will line up on the far hash mark and put 2 targets wide right and another man on the numbers left. I'll move a tight end over to the right and hand it off. A hole opened up, and can they run through? A sprint to the 30, but maybe no more than the 32. The ball carrier, Brian Owamba, on the 7-yard gallop.
Thomas Cook flowing over there from his defensive end spot makes the play.
Heath wanting to go in a hurry. Quick clap, throw over, jailbreak, caught, and look at that. Brought down after a short gain was Sean Gary, and Moreland on the tackle.
Ronan Moreland coming up from a safety spot to make the play. Martin True over in what looks to be man coverage.
All right, now they'll look left and look deep down the sideline with a step, but it's too far, even for the reach of the speedy. I believe that's Bauer Gale.
Jack Sumner in coverage for the Scots. Tried to dive to distract the receiver.
Abrams
did a good job.
Was the target.
did a good job of not interfering on a ball that was overthrown.
So clock stops with 8:19 to go in quarter number 2. Highland Park 21, Rockwall Heath 14. 2 targets wide left, 1 man right, and the snap. Neal hands it off. Little delay, big hole, and across the 50, another jump and rumble by Brian Owamba.
Doolin and Bo Jones there to make the play, but the offensive line for Heath is walling down the Scots defense right at the moment.
All right, after a 14-yard run, right back to Owamba, and he's going to bounce off of one and fall forward with another first down. Rumble, a 17-yard gain to the 31.
That time Ronan Moreland and Thomas Cook there to make the play.
Scott's got to stiffen up. Neal under pressure. He got one underway, but it was a wobbler, and almost Ronan Moreland with getting the hands under that dying quail.
Well, you do not want to be the quarterback for Heath if Bo Jones is going to take a shot like that, and he leveled the Heath quarterback on that play right there. Bo Jones, 6'2", 220, senior.
Timeout called by Highland Park. And with a 21-14 lead, they'll head to the sideline. 7:45 to go till the break. You're listening to Highland Park football.
For over 30 years, Business Jet has been more than just a name in private aviation. We've been proud to be part of the Park Cities community. Whether you're one of the over 100 aircraft owners who call our FBO home, or one of the thousands we serve through aircraft charter, management, MRO services, or sales and acquisitions, it's our privilege to provide you with unforgettable aviation experiences. Business Jet, taking Scots to greater heights.
We are back in Highlander Stadium. Charlie Chitwood along with Jim Castellaw and a cast of hundreds. How many people are in on this broadcast, Jim? We got a team.
There's a lot. We're glad to have Brian Sperry with us as our statistician this year. Jay Ellis still on the sideline. And Pat Sauer, if you've got somebody in the stands, let us know.
So the Hawks ready to go back to work. Prosper Neal checking back to the sideline. Takes a high snap, hands it off.
Yep.
Owamba was sniffed out as the expected ball carrier. And that's a first time in the last 3 totes that he has been slowed down.
Scots may be slow picking it up sometimes, but they'll eventually adapt. Bo Jones and Langdon McMurray squeezing the ball carrier right there from inside out.
3rd and 8 is the official distance. Jim, before this drive by Heath, they'd run for -6 yards. On this drive, they have gained 40. Here's a look. Neal bowed in, looks. He's got pressure coming, and he almost threw that one to a Scott lineman, Dennis Prowse.
Yep, Prowse doing a good job delaying and then getting out of there. But nice coverage by Jack Sumner coming across the field.
Tell you what, the Scots bowed up on that drive. 4 for 6 on his first 4 on the first part of that drive, and not much after.
All right, this is going to be a 47-yard attempt. Watch the fake.
On a knee is Sean Gary. The snap to him, the place, the kick. It's got the leg, and I think he had the zip code as well. Good.
47 yards, don't see that much in high school.
21-17, Highland Park with the lead. That one was on the bus. Make sure you get that back if it's one of ours.
Exactly.
We'll be back for the kickoff after this, folks. Don't go away. 21-17, Highland Park.
Stay tuned at halftime. The Highlander band, and also we have interviews with the captain, all 4 captains, Cannon Bozeman, Stuart Allday, Bo Jones, and Thomas Cook. Got some great things to say. That'll be coming up right at the beginning of halftime.
Officially, Jim, that's a 46-yard field goal.
Did our statistician take away yard?
He did.
Okay.
He might give it back later. 9 plays, 46 yards. Heath took 2:09 to score that trip. Now with 6:53 to go till the bands come out.
Coach Allen always talks about what do you do on the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of the half. And this right here is Scots need to go down and score.
All right, let's get a tackle after this kickoff, and we'll go to the stands. First up, though, Mueller. He'll approach it. Boom, this one's going over everybody's head. Landed within a step of the back line of the end zone. And the Scots will bring it out and start their drive at the 20. What do we got down in the bleachers?
I think we've got Pat Sauer down with a fan.
Hey, Scots fans. Hey, we've got Tara Bozeman here. Tara, can you stand up for a second? We had a kind of a slow start after it feels like we had the state championship last year, and that was a close game, but Cannon had a great game, and we just had a little bit of a slow start tonight. What did we do to turn it around?
You know what? I think we do what Scots always do. They find a way, they stay calm, and they stay focused, and I think they just knew that they can't panic, and they did a great job recovering.
And Buck just ran the ball 10 yards for a first down.
Awesome. Way to go.
Hey, guys, back to you. Appreciate it, Tara.
Good to see you.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.
That's Pat Sauer. People, when he comes, they're also holding their hand up saying, hey, I want to talk to you, Pat.
Second down and a short 2 for Highland Park. Scots with the ball and a 4-point lead. 6:22 to go in the second quarter. From right to left.
Heath crowding the ball.
Randall claps. Drops back 2. Looks around. Nothing. Oh, he's going to get wrapped up. But can he break away? No. Smothered and spun around and dumped at the 18 by Rockwall Heath's Luke Mitchell.
Yep.
So they mark it at the 25. A loss of 9 yards on the play.
Pressure from the outside is what's causing an issue for the Scots right now.
So just a fraction over 10 to go on third down. The snap. Buck off to his left, throws, got his man at the 30, up to the 37. It's a first down for sure after the catch and tiptoe by Charlie Olmstead. A 13-yard gain.
I think that was Bozeman, number 2, making a catch on the sideline. And again, he knew exactly how far he had to get because he sticks that ball out for the first down just in case.
So the Scots make their way to the line of scrimmage. There's a little more chestnut checkers at this very moment, huh? Yeah. Slowing down a little bit. First down, number 10 for the Scots tonight. 2 wideouts each way. Nice little head. They try to bring it back the other way. Oh, and he made a man miss. And another one. And Lee up to the 45, maybe the 46. They're going to put him on the 45. That's a big gain of 7 for HP.
Eddie Murphy with the hit for Heath. But watch Isaiah Lee here. Dip that shoulder, get outside, then zip, a little spin back to the inside. Nice job there. That road replay brought to you by Veritex Bank.
Knocking them down.
Second down. Now 3 for the Scots.
A long 3. Randall. The 2 targets wide right. They're on the left hash mark.
Double dog coming off the edge.
Claps and straight back. Pressure from both sides. Oh, but he gets out in the middle. Cuts over to the left. He's just trying to keep from losing too much on that one. As Heath put a lot of pressure, and he'll end up with a 5-yard loss back to the 40, but he did good to keep it from being more.
Saul, not only defensive end comes from the offensive right side, but the linebacker, strong safety, bringing double dog from the wide side of the field. Scott's got to pick it up.
Heath getting its second sack of this drive, their third of the game. Now on 3rd and 8. Here's a throw and a low catch made. It's going to be right by the sticks. It might. Is it enough? They got it.
That's Isaac Hutchinson with the catch. I'm telling you, it's amazing how many receivers you say, hey, that's a great catch. That's somebody we've been calling, and it's somebody we haven't even talked about. Scots are so deep at wide receiver.
Well, we've only been talking for about 20 minutes, Jim. It's a new season.
That's true. But Isaac Hutchinson.
Wide side left. Scots with 3 targets there, and another man, skinny side right. Back to throw. Neal fires. And another low pass. This time they couldn't get that one up off the turf. Good try by Isaac Hutchinson. That had been a 4-catch streak for Scott receivers, but it ends on that one. So Highland Park on 2nd and 10. The clock frozen with 3:58 after the drop. Well, it wasn't a drop. That was low and ahead of him.
Coach Allen, he's going to come back with that draw here at some point.
3 guys left. They'll look right, now come back right. A delayed jailbreak, and it's dropped. Oh, it was a little bit low around the knees of Charlie Olmstead. But, Jim, that was a good play.
Yeah, it would have been a good set up to be a good play. But Buck Randall, you know, a little short on his passes, trying to pinpoint him a little too much can make you throw him short.
That's the only time tonight Scott's that Buck has had 2 passes in a row go off target.
Scott's going tackle over to the left, heavy set. Watch for Bo to sprint left.
3rd and 10 to his left. Now Forrest right in trouble. Throws to the safety valve. First down and more. 40, 35 out of bounds. Where all the way to the 32. A 19-yard catch and run. Isaac Hutchinson to the rescue for HP.
Well, quarterbacks love guys like that, don't they? Hey, I'm about to run out of options here. He sees Hutchinson floating parallel to him, just lays it over the top. It's a big gain down the sideline for the Scots, and they're inching towards positioning for score.
Look at this, Jim. Highland Park started out the game offensively, couldn't get a drive going in their first 2 attempts. 7 out of 7 on 3rd downs ever since.
As you said, that's what Scots do.
Here's a throw over on the right side. That one's broken up. Well played there by Heath's Quincy Jones.
Correct. And again, that's Isaac Hutchinson on the route. Out there, Bo puts it in good position, but Quincy Jones, obviously very talented.
Makes more than just music, right?
Yep, exactly. Big defensive front now, big defensive tackle. Take a look at number 62
Highland
at the
Park
nose guard.
Trying to add to a 21-17 lead. 2nd and 10 at the Rockwall Heath 32. Waiting for a snap.
The dog.
Now up the middle. He's going to dump it off. He almost had a breakaway by Hutchinson, cutting across from right to left. But the soft toss was just a little bit behind him.
Right. And he's doing a good job of confusing the offensive line just a little bit. They're forcing the tackle to man up on the defensive end, then bringing the dog blitz on the outside, and it's creating some issues that are getting quick pressure into Buck's face. Quarterback draw likely will be coming soon.
Highland Park averaging over 12 yards per play on 3rd downs tonight. They'll keep the receivers on the right side close, but 2 men spread out. Hash mark and numbers left. And the play is whistled dead before it really got going. And Highland Park took just a little bit too much time there, Jim. Play clock expired.
Not what you want. Not what you want. You got to see that and get it corrected. 3:37 to go in the half.
Clock stopped on that one. Randall will have one of his targets sliding over from the right side to the left. That's Olmstead getting into the slot on the left side. Cannon Bozeman's there. And on the 12th play of the drive, 3rd and long.
Nice
Here's
protection.
A throw. Here's a catch. There's a wide open field. Down the sideline. Touchdown Scots. Cannon Bozeman on a 37-yard smash, catch, and run.
What a job by the offensive line. Great protection. Buck Randall stands in there, delivers it right on the target to Cannon Bozeman once again on the sideline. And again, he can accelerate so fast getting up the field that it's an easy touchdown for the Scots. And again, they've stretched their lead out to 9, hopefully 10.
27-17, maybe 28. Let's let Sutton Stock do his thing first.
Touchdown brought to you by Bob Lilly Promotions, and Sutton Stock adds the extra point.
28-17, Highland Park with the lead.
An extra point brought to you by Brett Kennedy with Kensington Vanguard national title.
Look at that. There's that replay, the Odelay Tex-Mex restaurant replay.
And Jay, what did you see on that route?
Well, I tell you, one thing that Bozeman does really well is he really threatens the safety up the seam before he makes his outcut. It's similar to what he did on the goal line, but of course with a compressed field. But with his speed, it's really, really tough to try to play him head up if you're a safety on the hash, or if you're a safety or an outside linebacker playing in man. And Highland Park was able to run the corner off, and once he threatens you up the seam, if he can make one step and break to the outside, there's not going to be anybody there. And, of course, Buck Randall knows his timing and is able to put the ball right there. And the second part of that is once he's made that catch and he's done it in space, it gives Cannon Bozeman the opportunity to turn on the jets. And as you saw there and as you saw all of last year, he's got the jets. And I think we'll continue to see Cannon Bozeman make a lot of breaks to the outside. We'll also see him run that the shallow and the mesh where he runs across the middle and Buck holds the ball a little longer and then hits him going across the middle. It's amazing to have that kind of speed on a guy with his height.
Don't forget the seam route. That's one of his best.
Sutton Stock puts one over by the sideline again, and it goes over the waving hand of return man Bronson Mueller. No, that couldn't be Mueller. That is not their kicker. But the Scots don't have any return to have to worry about. How about this, Jim? That scoring drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, ended up with that 37-yard touchdown pass. It took just 3:24 off the clock, but 78 yards by Highland Park on 4 third-down plays in that drive alone.
And that's money. If you make 4 third-down plays to keep a drive alive, that's money. You're going to score a lot. You're going to win a lot of games. So that drive recap you just went through brought to you by Travis Spillman, DDS.
All right, we've got a little time down there. They're going to move the ball back, and the Scots will kick again. So it'll be from the 35. One would expect they go back to the 30. Or no, there's their spot.
Bozeman with 6 catches for 85 yards, 2 TDs for the Scots, and the captain showing why he is a captain.
Okay, Sutton has it teed up at the 35. 4 bonnets left, 6 to his right. He's got all the players he needs. And now makes his approach. The righty puts a little short pooch into it. Fielded at the 30. A fair catch made there by Cornelius Brown. And with 3:29 to go in the first half, Highland Park with a 28-17 lead over Rockwall Heath. And Heath's Hawks have the ball now.
Who would have thought halfway through the first quarter, I was hoping we'd get maybe tied up by half, but Scots have really turned it on.
Down 14, and since that time, Highland Park has outscored Rockwall 28-3. That'll get you there.
Defensive front continues to rotate through, keeping everybody fresh. Coach Leidner and Coach Burt, a lot of guys that can help.
Collins Jones takes over at QB for Heath, rolls left, flings one out there, and he threw a little high and behind Isaac Merlacher, and that one's incomplete.
Jack Sumner, along with Martin True, in coverage over the top for the Scots. I know this, Coach Allen likes the fact that throw it incomplete, stop the clock. Maybe the Scots get the ball back and get a little more before half.
Tell you what, if Isaac Zermsliker gets to be the player of the game for Rockwall, Heath will have had practice saying his last name. 2 Z's and neither one of them side by side. Who sees that?
Yeah, who thought that up? All right, here we go. Heavy set for Heath.
Heath bunches him up. The snap, play action, play fake on a little reverse, and then throwing it 45 to the 50, out of bounds. A tackle made of Zermsliker. Check that.
Going like and Moreland up to make the hit for the Scots.
It was Zermsliker.
Yeah, it was Zermsliker with Moreland making the hit.
So now the chain gang hustling into position. Soon as they get there, thrown over, and right there to tackle.
Yes.
Tell you what, Jack Sumner was right there, and he had the man just ready to wrap him up as soon as the ball got there. It cost Heath 4.
I watched the Scots working on this, and they do it so well. There is no hesitation with the corner. He's going to get up and make the play right now.
All right, 2nd and 14.
Trouble.
Scots blast in there. The ball got loose. But it is.
All right, number 98.
They haven't called it.
That's number 9. It's number.
Okay. All right, so no fumble, but the ball back, and now Heath is facing 3rd, and man, they got to get to Carroll, I think.
That's 98. We don't have 98 on our roster.
There's
who that is. You see 98?
No.
Scott's 98. We'll get that because that's a great sack.
Here's a keeper. Oh, and a blast.
No.
Oh, what a hit by Cash Rose to slow down the quarterback, Collins Jones.
That's number 97 in there, Dennis Prowse, along with, I believe it was Hatcher Phillips.
Clock stopped with 2:16. We got a timeout here. And gosh, Jim, Highland Park has certainly grabbed hold of this game from about the 5-minute mark of quarter number 1 on.
I've seen this year after year. If you're on the opposing side and you got a lead, you better just keep scoring because the Scots are going to find a way to come back if you don't. There's no lead that's going to be comfortable enough for anybody.
So while they're still talking down there, Jim, what are the games coming up? How many pre-district games? 4 or 5?
4 preseason games, and then there's 6, obviously, district games.
So after Heath, the Scott next week
go to Lovejoy.
Okay.
Play Todd Dodge.
Okay.
Then Jesuit comes into Highlander, which is due to the proximity, a big rivalry.
Yes, indeed.
And then Pulaski from Little Rock, Arkansas, the team famous for onside kicks all the time, and they broke Coach Allen's home winning streak here back in 2013 or 14.
And y'all haven't forgotten that.
No, we haven't.
Here's a high kick. Fair catch signaled for, made at the 18 by Charlie Olmstead. A 43-yard boot, and that's really not bad considering the way the pressure started on.
Exactly.
Just ran out to his right a little bit and then let her go.
Those rugby punts are tough because it throws everybody off where the ball's going to go. A lot of times you see it kicked along the sideline, just bouncing down there rather than a high one like that. But Coach Allen, I know this, they work very hard on this 2-minute offense right here to try to put more points on the board before half.
So Heath
empty set.
averaging 26.5 yards on 2 punts. The Scots go to work, and the first pass, a little miscommunication there. And over everybody, the throw by Buck Randall.
Number 88 out there, Colton Hamill.
And Cash Tanner, I think.
Cash Tanner's there as well.
So now they've got Martin True along with Tanner, I think.
Oh, it's Tanner along with Colton Hamill.
All right, back, quick slant, out wide, and that one off the fingertips of the intended target. That was the Scots, Colton Hamill. So out of the game comes Hamill, and checking back in is the running back, Isaiah Lee. 2 receivers spread out each way, wide side right. 2:03 to go in the half, and that's going to stop a very nice 3rd down conversion streak for Highland Park. Scots had converted 8 in a row, Jim, but Heath put a stop to it.
Riley Black sniffs it out. Again, just a little shovel pass coming from Buck Randall to Isaiah Lee, who stepped up, and Isaiah never had a chance to get started. Again, Black sees it, sniffs it out. We're going to get to take a look at the Scott punter. I believe it's Raleigh Jewell, if I'm not mistaken.
Take a look to see if. Did he kick last year for HP?
No. He's been in practice, though. He's been doing a good job. Let's see if that's who it is. It's always a little bit of a
Nobody will hit you in practice, though. Quick.
Not what you want. Those 3 plays from Brian Sperry, our statistician, took 11 seconds. I wish you could run more clock than that.
Well, you got 1:57, though. Even though you have 4th and aways. What's that? 4th and 12.
Yeah, it looks like 13. Isaac Hutchison doing the punting.
For the first half, Randall 13 out of 24, 3 touchdowns, and 194 yards. Ooh, a little wobbler here, but it took a Scott bounce, and it's still rolling from about the 42 all the way up to the 49. A 32-yard punt.
Isaac Hutchison right there. Cash Tanner, the deep snapper, with a good snap.
So the Scots defense will go back to work, perhaps with a little more pressure going into the snaps coming up than they've had in a while. They gave up the defense only gave up 1 of the 2 touchdowns that Heath scored before the Scots got aboard.
Dennis Prowse in the game up front. Dennis Thomas Cook, who again has the ability to really put pressure on Lazenby, outside linebacker to the top.
Hawks go back to their starting QB. Neal's in trouble from behind. He's run down. I thought they might strip the ball loose. Now we got a penalty flag that was dropped at the 41.
By the umpire, which is usually going to be holding, but Thomas Cook closed in on that quarterback quickly and brought him down.
Neal had just broken away when they threw that flag. And it turns out to be a penalty on the Scots.
It's on the Scots, it looks like.
Yeah. Face mask or hand to the head. Can't use that ear hole like you and I used to do, Jim.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought that's the only way you play with his hands to the face. That was how my coaches taught me.
5 penalties for 40 yards put on Highland Park tonight.
They've been costly penalties.
Heath, meanwhile, 1 flag for 10. Here they are on 1st and 10 at the Highland Park 25. Neal throws, and that one is behind everybody. And one of the ball boys made a good kick stop.
That was, other than the one receiver out wide with the cornerback in his face, that was a jailbreak to the quarterback. Scots were bringing everybody. Let's see if they can do it again and get pressure in Prosper Neal's face.
Carter Zahn in the backfield to the left of Neal. Takes the snap. Straight drop. Has a little pressure. Jailbreak. Scots are there, though.
Yep.
And it's only about a 3 or a 4 yard gain after the catch by Sean Gary.
And great flowing down the line from defensive end Dennis Prowse, number 97, who makes that hit for only a 3 yard gain. He sniffed it out right away. Scots have seen that now about 3-4 times. And they'll shut it down usually after that.
So Heath 0 for 4 on third down. Here's the snap. Neal left. Neal throws.
That's a hold.
Neal. That one's tipped high up in the air off the fingertips of his receiver. And Heath will have to bring out Mr. Mueller for a 3-point attempt.
Good coverage that time by Jack Sumner up at the top. But it looked like Cook again was putting pressure on.
Scots all get in close.
I've been impressed with Heath's kicker distance and accuracy.
Sean Gary on a knee. And this will be a 39-yard attempt. The right footer ready to go. High snap with the ball placed. They're going to try and fake it. There's nobody downfield to throw it to, so they come back across to the right, and it's incomplete. That one landed at the feet of Nick Phillips.
Wow.
How about that?
Now, that obviously had to be a call fake because 10 wouldn't have been out there looking for the ball.
Yeah.
Nor would he have thrown it back.
Nick Phillips, tight end and D lineman. They expected that play to be really slow in developing, didn't they?
Yes. Well, I know this. The coaches and the kids all said, "Hey, Coach Webb's we're gonna see some trickery," and saw it right there. I'm surprised with that type kicker they didn't take the points.
I'm with you. You need them. You're only down 8. That's one score. Scots are going to go 3 in a row over wide right and go to the back man. They're going to look back.
Double pass.
Over to the
here we
left.
go.
And now
here we go.
Here we go with blockers. To the 30, to the 40, to the 50. White jerseys came over and out of bounds. Landon Foster has the Scots across the 50-yard line. A 31-yard pass, a double pass, and the Scots are across the 50 with 31 seconds to play.
Scots work on trick plays every Wednesday, and that time it was a deep pass to the right. Buck Randall with an army in front of him did wisely, steps out of bounds, stopped the clock, play again.
You come over here and watch them on Wednesday.
I do.
3 right, 1 left. Here's a throw over the middle. It's broken up right in front of the Scots, Charlie Olmstead. And I think that was number 16. No, it was Cannon Bozeman who broke that play.
You always tell Cannon because he's got the gold gloves.
Scots get up to the line. They're a little spread out.
27 seconds now.
Chase Malden is the running back. Here's a straight drop. Buck throws, and he's got
go. Bozeman.
30.
Bozeman.
Down to the 10, and away he goes. Landon Hatcher was not going to catch him.
And again, that's Bozeman coming all the way across the field on the shallow right there. Jay Ellis had a good view of it, but when he turns up, if you don't have where you can get a hand on him, he's gone. And Bozeman again extends the Highland Park lead with a tremendous catch and run after the catch.
And that's another touchdown brought to everybody by Bob Lilly Productions.
Yep.
And who's got the PAT? We'll find out. Taking a knee is Ronan Moreland. And Sutton Stock is on. The snap, the place, the kick on the way. Golden.
Extra point by Brett Kennedy, sponsored by Brett Kennedy. with Kensington Vanguard National title. He's getting his money's worth tonight.
Oh, he is. 35-17. Highland Park leading Rockwall Heath. The Scots will kick off with 18 seconds to go in the half when we get back.
For over 30 years, Business Jet has been more than just a name in private aviation. We've been proud to be part of the Park Cities community. Whether you're one of the over 100 aircraft owners who call our FBO home, or one of the thousands we serve through aircraft charter, management, MRO services, or sales and acquisitions, it's our privilege to provide you with unforgettable aviation experiences. Business Jet, taking Scots to greater heights.
Again, back here at Highlander Stadium, Scots have shocked Rockwall Heath once again to go up by 18 now. What do you say if you're going at halftime for Heath?
Guys, forget about the first half. That Scots scoring drive took just 24 seconds. 3 plays, 78 yards, a 47-yard touchdown pass. And Heath bobbles the kick return. 2 men wanted to catch it together, and only one could have it.
So neither of them had it.
That's right. There can be only one, and neither of them went there. So Heath goes into what will be a 15-second closing drive of the first half. See what they do. The way the Highland Park defense has been going on the attack, there's not been a lot of straight drop back time for a quarterback wearing white.
And the Scots, if you recall, they're going to receive the second half kickoff because they kicked off. Heath returned for a touchdown. So it may get worse before it gets better for Heath.
So Prosper Neal. He's got a blocker in front and a man just off his hip right. 2 receivers left. He'll hand it off and a little scoop over left guard. That'll be good for 2 or 3.
Thomas Cook moving over to make the play. By the way, that kickoff sponsored by Davidson Bogle Real Estate. Once again, we appreciate your support, and that's halftime.
How about it? Highland Park 35, Rockwall Heath 17. We've got 2 more quarters to play, but now we get to sit back and watch the band.
While it may be true that Scotties always find a way, everyone needs a great game plan. The Meredith Farrell Group provides a clear home field advantage when it comes to buying or selling houses in the Park Cities, giving you the home field advantage yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let's go Scots.
I hope I don't give off like this VIP persona, but Sewell has kind of messed with my head in that way to kind of make me feel like I'm a VIP when it comes to cars. My husband will joke, he's like, you're obsessed with your car. I'm like, I am. I'm not a car person, but I'm obsessed with my car because of Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac.
Hello, Trouble. We've sparred once or twice before. Back in the days when you used to scare me. Now, I'm coming for you. Just to show you what I'm made of and who's in my corner. So go ahead. Tell me I can't do it. Then watch me. Vista Bank, powering Friday Night Lights since 1912.
For over 30 years, Business Jet has been more than just a name in private aviation. We've been proud to be part of the Park Cities community. Whether you're one of the over 100 aircraft owners who call our FBO home, or one of the thousands we serve through aircraft charter, management, MRO services, or sales and acquisitions. It's our privilege to provide you with unforgettable aviation experiences. Business Jet, taking Scots to greater heights.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the halftime extravaganza. It is a privilege to present an electrifying halftime performance by the Rockwall Highland Band. These beautiful virtual films are a true powerhouse, boasting an impressive track record that includes 3 UIS marching and competition final appearances, a state marching contest silver medal, a TNA state honor and runner-up finish, as well as one award-winning club high. All required, of course, are historic hikers. Tonight's performance is brought by our sponsors, the Elite Corporation, and the Independent Families. The Sound Partners, the Stanley family, the Teal family, the Ship family, Justin Horner, the Hall family, the Dallas Oral Surgery Associates, the Thor Company, Johnson Fitness, and the Green family. Let's shift our focus tonight to the shining stars of our band program, our MVPs. Each week, we pay tribute to the best of the best. Our section of the week is the Contras. Our question of the week is pursuing. Our other person of the week is Nick. And starting our partner of the week is Grace Lopez. Our featured first is Christina Patterson. And now we reach ourselves to the Highland argument on the field direction of Sundays, Hayden Rice, Nick Jumpinius, and Ian High to deliver an unforgettable performance of a portion of their 2025 competition show, Am I Dreaming? For your halftime entertainment, the Bells will perform a military routine to Sandstorm.
man. I really don't too.
Wish to thank all Scots fans for participating in today's pregame spaghetti supper. Remember that our Rockwall auction is open until midnight. Visit www.highlandhills.org to join the fun. The best spaghetti supper presenting sponsor is Hanson Oral Facial Surgery. Our online auction sponsor is Turtle Creek Way. Origin Bank is the proud title sponsor of the 2025 team. The Bells are under the direction of Mrs. Sharon Faust and Associate Director Mrs. Hillary Sanchez.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's see what's inside. Let's go.
And again, the way this thing started out, you probably thought you jinxed us or something when you walked in here because
no, I had confidence. Confidence, baby. You got to have it.
Well,
it's your house.
I know the Scots, the kids themselves do for sure, because you walk down on that sideline in this situation and there's like, okay, we're behind. Big deal. Let's go. Which comes in handy down the road when you hit the playoffs.
It did. It does indeed, because it is a treacherous path once you get there. But y'all know the way.
Heath has one of the biggest run-through banners I've ever seen. Players, good funny story. When Coach Allen got here, he tried to do one of those big banners, and the kids came to him and goes, "Coach, we don't do that."
All right, hey, we got to get some highlights here from the first half statistics-wise. For Highland Park, 353 yards total offense. And that's after their first two drives went only 12 yards, Jim. So they're down 14-0, and they haven't really made the ball go forward much. But after that, they kind of picked up the pace. And if you want to look for an individual, you props to the quarterback, because he's driving the car in there, Buck Randall is. But Cannon Bozeman has 132 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Who's fighting to be the player of the game here offensively?
And from the Highland Park defensive standpoint, Heath only has 92 yards, which it doesn't feels like Heath's got more than that. But as you said, the long kickoff return gives you that feel. You take that away, and it's 10 points.
Yep. Connor, though, with 40 more yards himself receiving than Heath has as a team. Scots are going to be running back the kick to open the second half. That's Cannon Bozeman, and number 17, Jack Sumner, is below us on the near side of the field. Scots are going to go from right to left, but we got to see which of the two Heath Hawks will actually put the boot to the ball, Braden Winters, or will it be Bronson Mueller?
I think that's actually number 27, Dean Doolin, along with Bozeman.
Oh, not 17.
Those two guys were classmates at a private Christian school down the road where they played together, and they're both very talented young men.
All right, Heath ready. Mueller 3 steps in and a boot. This one will sail over the head of the return man nearest us into the end zone, and it wobbles to a halt. So the Scots will come out with the ball. First down and 10 from their own 25, and a 35-17 lead over Heath. Is this what you expected, Jim?
No, No.
Opening night, what did you expect?
Well, I expected there to be some jitters. I expected there to be some.
Well, we saw that.
Missed opportunities. But after the first 2 touchdowns by Heath, Highland Park, I guess they realized we can't miss opportunities. Let's put the hammer down and go.
They started rolling.
It's nice to know you can do that when you have to. You just don't want to depend on it.
Buck Randall. We'll see how much more separation they come up with. Hands it off to the second man through, who scoots away, drags a tackler with him to the 29.
That's Caden Reeves,
Indeed.
number 28.
Reeves, 5'10", 150-pound junior. Not a lot of breakaway power, but decent speed, and a gain of 4.
Fans may remember Caden's brother, older brother Christian, who was a fine running back for the Scots a couple years ago.
HP 2nd and 6. 2 men wide right, but it's going to be another running play to the left and wrapped up in the backfield. And just getting a lunge across the line, it was James Flowers.
James Flowers is a thick young man, sophomore, but he's going to be able to open some holes for the Scots as we move on. And you might have seen right there, Rockwall Heath bringing that inside linebacker with the dog blitz late. And it's unaccounted for, and he's making the tackle. Here he come again.
Randall with a back on either side. Play action this time. Throws wide open from the 33 to the 40 to the 50. Back into midfield to the 45 and putting his head down and carrying a couple to the 42-yard line.
And that's Caden Reeves coming out of the backfield right there.
28 yards and a Scott first down.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you're going to bring the blitz like that, you better get to the quarterback, because if you don't, somebody's running scot-free up the sideline. That time it was Caden Reeves.
I like how you did that, scot-free. There we go.
I work hard on this.
Hawks get up to the line of scrimmage defensively. 1st and 10. Here's a drop back, quick throw left, and defenders quickly converge on Bozeman, who made the catch low and then was standing in his tracks, and Colton Lowry came over and got him.
The ball's been low a little bit more for Buck tonight than we're used to seeing it. Bozeman does a nice job picking it up there.
He's been leading receivers better than he's been throwing to a point.
Yeah. And, you know, I've always thought that if you can't throw it like a dart, you got to let it go, even if it's a short pass.
3 in the backfield. Snap. And fake handoff. Throw one right in the flat. Caught a nice little button hook to get away and pick up another Highland Park first down. A 12-yard gain to the 29. Nice job there by Case Messer.
Case Messer coming off a knee injury in the offseason. Looks like he is 100% back. He did a tremendous job for the Scots last year as an X receiver, now moved over to the right side.
Highland Park staying over on the right side. 2 wide outs to the wide field to the left.
There it is.
That's the way they're going to run, trying to get over tackle, but some white jerseys got in there and slowed the progress quickly of Randall. It might be for no gain.
I don't know if any of the fans can see, but number 92, Tyler Marsh for Heath, he is a big young man, 5'10", 315.
That's a nose guard right
there. That's a nose guard who can clog a hole.
Trip Townsend's daddy had a fellow on his high school team by the name of Melvin McGarity, and he snuffed a goal line stand to preserve a state title game. Receiver went down, and the DB made a leaping attempt, but I think Randall's throw was even out of his reach.
I thought there might be a flag situation on Messer, but they must just got their feet tangled up.
Yeah, that's all it was. So the clock freezes with 8:40 to go in quarter number 3. 35-17 the score. Highland Park has converted 9 out of 12 third down attempts.
Single coverage on Messer to the top.
Triplets left. They look that way. Go to the running back. Out of the backfield to the 30, the 25, and blasted out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 on the play by Caden Reeves. Tackle by Colton Lowry.
Well, that bubble screen coming out of the backfield has really been effective for the Scots because, again, the pressure coming from the edges. They can't cover the screen and bring pressure at the same time.
Charlie Olmstead started to come out, went back in. And into the backfield goes James Flowers.
There's a bunch set.
Will they have everybody where they want them in time for the play clock? Yes. Buck to his right, throws on the run. He went across his body, and that one missed everything, incomplete. And Rockwall Heath is going to get the ball back with 7:57 to go in the third, trailing Highland Park 35-17.
First time the Scots have not effectively moved the ball down the field and gone on to score.
Well, they were 9 out of 12 on third downs, and that's the first one. While they remember the first two attempts they had on third down, they didn't get anywhere. So it's more like 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, Scots have a way of demoralizing the opponent, and they're getting quickly to that point with Heath. You got to finish it though.
Defense can just pin their ears back with a 2-touchdown advantage the way it's gone. And oh my, who got that ball? Ended up handed off on an end around, and running out of room before he got to the corner was Carter Zahn.
We got number Davis Satcher with great pursuit that linebacker spot.
Marcus Saavedra, number 73, senior O-lineman for Heath, appears to be the guilty party. Now, while the Scots have had a handful of penalties called against them, this is only the second of the game on Rockwall Heath.
Which is, to their credit, is amazing on the first game to only get 2 penalties.
Sure.
Give credit
on
to
the road.
Yes.
2 left, 1 right, the receiver set. Taking the snap and handing off. Oh, there's a hole. It opens up to the right side. Down the sideline. Oh, he gets a head down and picks up another 8 yards. Rockwall Heath's Carter Zahn on the carry. And that's a 34-yard run for a Hawk first down.
Again, good blocking up inside from the Heath offensive line on that power look. But Dean Doolin coming in to make the play, saving a touchdown.
Quickly back to the line. And they want to throw. This one down to the left side. It's over the defender and caught. 20, 10, on his feet to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockwall Heath. It's Zermsliker again, this time from 51 yards.
That's number 17, you say it? Zermsliker. And looks like Thomas Cook hobbling off the field, hopefully with just a cramp. That's what it looks like at this point. But we don't need Thomas Cook to have any other type of problem.
Got to like his teammate going out there to help him come off the field in time. That's Trip Townsend.
Well, you know him.
Out on a knee for the PAT. Sean Gary will hold the snap, the place, and that one looked like it had a little chili dip under it, but still it is just as good for Bronson Mueller, and it is a 35-23 ball game.
I'm glad you're the only person I ever knows what a chili dip is. Chili dip means you don't hit it just right like you want to. Yeah, maybe we ought to play.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we both will have a lot of chili dips.
That's all right. It's a game to be enjoyed, not be punished by.
For a punter, I'd say, if he hits his bad, it's a chili dip, and everybody up here looks at me like, what does that mean? Well, he hit it bad.
If they've never been to a chili dip, they know they missed out.
Well, Heath closes the gap to 11 points, but the Scots still with a major portion of the momentum right here.
Tell you what, give credit to Heath. I mean, Neal was not without pressure on that throw, and he got it right where it belonged.
He laid it in perfectly. Sumner had good coverage, but just a better throw.
Zermsliker got a step on him, and boy, it was over the shoulder and into the basket.
Again, 2 kicker situation, which allows him to go onside kick either way. Talking about Heath.
Braden Winters wearing number 6, and then Mueller, who's been doing most of the work, wearing 19. Mueller's ready. They may let Winters do something just for a change, but no. It's a high kick. Fair catch signaled for.
Whoa, you can't let it go.
That ball's live inside the 5, and it's covered up. Smart move by Colton Lowry. But he'll be the only one that gets a cookie from that play.
That's number. Jack Swaldy, I think, let the ball, thought it was going in the end zone, but it kicked back into the field of play. It's a live ball.
Yeah, it never made it to the end zone. He thought it kicked sideways, and then they had offsides to begin with. So we're going to do it all over again.
There will be a discussion with the receivers and Coach Allen, Coach Grayson Wells as well.
That's a do-over, but Jim, Mulligan or not, these guys are going to have coach on them on that one.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those ones where you're almost happy it happened because you dodged the bullet, but you'll correct it from now on.
A teachable moment. 7:25 to go in the third quarter. High school football opens up all over the great state of Texas tonight.
Looks like Jack Swaldy deep along with Cannon Bozeman.
And we'll see the two-headed Hydra down here.
This was a situation that was started by Coach Scott Smith at Rockwall several years back. I'm sure he got it from somewhere else, but
we used to use two punters that way in Commerce with East Texas. Here's a pooch kick. Oh, that one hit very well. Takes a hop, picked up after a couple of bounces, and then a sidestep out of bounds. That is Jack Swaldy. Wow. 25-yard difference from where the Scots are going to start in the redo.
Huge.
25 yards.
That's another teachable moment of, you talk to your team about, look what a difference this would have made if we don't be offsides.
Coach won't get at it too bad now. They responded correctly.
For the Scots, Stuart Allday, Trip Townsend, George Hunt, Cooper Alt, Colton Williams up front.
Randall with a running back on either side of him again. Two right, one left, the receivers. He brings one in motion and drops back after faking a handoff. Loads of time. Steps out to his right. Now in a little trouble. Loses the ball, but it bounced right back up to him, and he gets across the 30. How about that, Jim?
The luck is on your side when that happens. You fumble, get the ball back. I think Jay Ellis had a good look at that. Jay, what'd you see?
Before Buck Randall took the ball down and took off running, he was waiting for Bozeman to come across from the right side, and Rockwall Heath dedicated two defenders to him. They are not willing to get beat by Bozeman across the middle any longer. And a great scramble by Buck and getting the ball back.
I don't blame him.
2nd and 4. Throw out left. They got 4 more. Here we go. Charlie Olmstead to the races. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Cannon Bozeman. Excuse me.
Wow.
I like saying my own name, Charlie. It wasn't him, though.
It's hard to tell these twos from these threes, but Cannon Bozeman just on a little hook route, 4 or 5 yards downfield. Buck Randall puts it on the money right there, and Bozeman turns, reverses out, sprints down the left sideline for another Highland Park touchdown.
Receivers that are taught to make that move, they catch the ball with their back upfield, and then they're hearing the footsteps, and they know which way to spin.
And that's an innate ability right there. That's touchdown call brought to you by Bob Lilly Promotions. Once again, we appreciate that support. One of the first times not to have a Lilly on the team in about 4 or 5 years.
Sutton stopped for the PAT. Ooh, we got a little bit left of that one, but still got it inside.
We'll take it.
It's as good as a mile. 42-24. Hey, let's go down to the stand.
Hey, Scots fans, I've got Isaiah Lee's mom, Sun Lee. Lee's son, Lee. Sorry. Thank you so much. Hey, I have loved watching Isaiah play the last few years, like a little jitterbug out there. He's so quick. Did he get his speed from your, Olympic track stardom?
You want me to say yes? No, but yes and no. Maybe both.
He has been so fun to watch, and I'm so glad to see him out there. It looks like he He had a little bit of cramping, but he's coming back.
He's coming back. He's going to come strong. We have a great team. This is exciting. So we're looking forward to a great season.
Yeah, it's so fun. I'm so glad it started, aren't you?
I am totally. We have been waiting for this.
Hey,
Thank you so much, Lee-son.
Pat,
Yes.
is Dad there too?
Yes,
I'd like
Dad's
to hear
here too.
from Jay.
Jay, Jim Castelaw wants you to talk. What do you got, Jim?
Hey,
Jim. How are you, sir?
Has Isaiah always
Jim,
had
I can't
that?
hear you, sub. I'm watching the game.
1 second.
All right.
Go
All
ahead.
right, Sutton Stock ready to go.
Oh, they're kicking it off.
And the boot, and he's going to send it over to the right side. A fair catch, single forwards, bobble. And then, is it a free ball when it is bobbled that way, too?
Yes,
I think
it's
so.
a free ball.
I'm not
Good
sure that all
coverage.
the Heath guys over there knew that. They were like, one guy, you get it.
Yeah, 35-31 coverage for the Scots. That's Bauer Gale, number 35, and Grant Guscio down there with that coverage.
All right. Hey, by the way, the Scots scoring drive took just 31 seconds. 2 plays, 75 yards, and a 69-yarder was the one in the end zone. Bozeman now with 9 catches, 4 TDs, and 202 yards receiving.
Not a bad first game.
No.
That drive recap
What's he
brought
gonna
you
do to get better?
That drive recap brought to you by Travis Spillman, DDS.
Here's a throw down the right sideline again behind a Scott defender, but no catch this time for Sumner plays for us. Isaac Zermsliker, they're going to start going to him more and more, it seems.
That's Ronan Moreland in coverage. About as good a coverage as you can have right there. Ronan cut his teeth last year filling in at safety. Did a great job. Expecting a lot of him this year, along with his buddy on the other side, Martin True.
42-24, Highland Park in front. Heath with the football. And a handoff left, getting around to the edge, almost to the stick. I'm not sure if he quite got to the line of scrimmage, but not a horrible run by Carter Zahn.
Number 91 in the backfield right there. That's Nick Vanderwest, putting big-time pressure on the Heath Hawks early. Couldn't make the play, but he spilled it to the outside where his teammate could.
All right, on 5 third down plays, Rockwall Heath is 0 for, and with negative yardage. They're going to get positive this time. Will it be enough, though? A cut, a leap, and up to the 36, maybe the 37. Carter Zahn never flinched. He just kept going right at the defender that brought him down.
Langdon McMurray and, again, Ronan Moreland converging for the tackle, even though they picked up a first down.
15 yards on the run and leap. The snap. Should not forward now over to the sideline quickly and caught and then hit immediately. Sean Gary.
That's Graham McKellar. Graham McKellar with the explosion upfield. Again, that's hard to do when you're a corner because you can get beat deep if you go too quickly. But Graham McKellar reads it accurately and sprints up to make the play.
They have that taller quarterback in who came on in relief. That's Collins Jones. And he didn't have quite the oomph on that last pass that we've seen from even Neal. He's got he gets blasted just before the ball's released.
That's Davis Sacker right there, number 40 for the Scots, who leveled Collins Jones, the quarterback for Heath.
A half second earlier, and Sacker would have been a great name for him.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a quarterback hurry and a pass broken up.
Third down and about 8.
Heath out of the huddle. 5:10 to go in the third. HP 42, Heath 24. The snap. And
pressure's coming.
Little bootleg set up a screen, and they got lots of room.
Good call.
50, 40 to the 30. Hit there and out of bounds at the Highland Park 27-yard line. Catch and run by Brian Owamba of 35 yards.
Perfect play call. Little screen, little float out pass right there. Dean Doolin making the play from the far side.
A snap, they go to the same place, and this time they'll get it into Gary's hands. He sidesteps. 3 Scots fall down, and he's out of bounds. But another good gain for Heath. Suddenly, Rockwall Heath is quickly inside the HP red zone.
Colin Jones got a little sidearm whip to his pass. Not really what you want to see, but he's getting there.
2nd and 1. They hand it off, and the big man in the backfield was met immediately in the line of scrimmage. And Brian Owamba.
That's Bo Jones. Bo Jones with the hit right there, but now he is down, and Scots cannot afford to lose him. We'll hope it's nothing serious.
So a timeout on the field while they take care of him, and somebody get that man some pickle juice.
Mustard, pickle juice.
Sure.
Scots, Jay mentioned it before the game. It just seems inevitable that the Scots have cramp issues in the first game of the season.
And there's not really any explanation for it other than adrenaline.
I'm thinking we live in Texas.
It's interesting.
It's August.
It's interesting, though, because I'm not really paying, I guess, that much attention to Heath, but they don't seem to be having as many as we're having.
No.
I saw Doug Gibbons earlier. Maybe he could bring back some salt pellets.
Oh, that's old school there. Hey, Jim, you remember how much fun it was when your heel wanted to touch your earlobe. God, I hated cramps.
Cramps are tough.
All right.
3rd and 1.
Cramp-free now. Here comes Heath up to the line. 3rd and 1. One man with the quarterback. And the snap and the handoff. And they've got the first down. It is Zahn that scoots over a hole left guard and is down to the 14.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Heath's running game. They've been.
So after an 0 for 5 start on 3rd down conversions, Jim, that's their 3rd in a row they've converted on this drive.
Scots need to find a way to hold them to a field goal or rake that ball free.
They'll hand it off again,
nothing there.
And trying to get over to the right guard, right tackle hole, but there just wasn't one that would open up, and
that's Thomas
was brought down.
That's Thomas Cook and Bobby Kennedy combining for the tackle right there, bringing up 2nd down and 10. One play at a time, that's what you got.
Over on the right hash mark, and somebody left a little early. I think Sean Gary had a meeting to get to.
And is that Sumner there in coverage? Jay, you got something on the sideline?
If you've seen the best of times with Robin Williams, that was what Jack Dundee did when he was face-to-face with Dr. Death.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of you, Dr. Death.
I don't know if I'd call the Highland Park cornerback a Dr. Death, but.
So Heath is going to back up 5 to the 19. Collins Jones trying to wave everybody in, get them into the huddle in a hurry. 42-24. They're not out of this game.
Nope.
But, they started out, had some no huddles and up tempo, but that's not the game they're playing now.
Nope.
Heath on the right hash. The snap just in time. Hand off and over to the left edge with jerseys trailing him. He gets to the 10. A cut move to the 5-yard line and maybe to the 4. What a fine run there by Owamba.
And again, Thomas Cook now down on the field with what appears to be another cramp. He almost made the play in the backfield along with Bobby Kennedy. Couldn't quite make it happen. Zahn makes a good, nice run to set up Heath inside the 10 at the 5.
Scots are going to send in Dennis Prowse and him in the place of Colton Hamill, who comes over to the sideline. Scott's coaches are
Prowse in the game.
Out there.
Henry Hobbs at the nose guard. Number 91, Nick Vanderwest down at the defensive right end. Looks like Vanderwest coming out now.
Good crowd on hand. So what's Highlander hold? How many?
7,000.
Okay. I'd say you got that many here tonight, don't you think?
Well, Maybe not right now at the moment, but
right.
Yeah. Halftime show, there's a lot of bell parents that assume you've got it under control and watch the rest of
Carry
the
on.
Yes.
Just win the game.
As Thomas Cook, I'm glad to see him walking off the field. Obviously just a cramp. Again, Prowse, Hobbs, 91, Vanderwest in the game. This is where, if you're a defensive lineman, you love it. It's like, all right, we'll see what you can do right here.
Well, it makes the task very easy to understand.
Yeah.
Don't let them get by you right here.
And
no trickery. Just
Highland Park's new defensive line coach, new old defensive line coach, Chip Burt. He really pushes these guys, and they want to stop here.
Collins-Jones takes the snap, hands it off. Oh, a little sidestep down to the goal line. Did he get in and score? We don't know yet.
Yes,
touchdown.
That makes things considerably tighter.
Brooks Davenport was that 30. That was the ball carrier, 37. And
that may have been his first carry of the night.
It was, and he's got 6, 42-30. And here's Rockwall Heath for the PAT Mueller.
Spread offense era, this is what you see.
Gary on a knee. Has everything set with his kicker. He's ready for the snap, the place. That one booted to the bus. And good.
He got a leg.
Rockwall Heath has crept within 12. It's 11. 42-31. Highland Park up with 2:48 to go in the third.
Man, there's a lot to be played still. I mean, you can't relax either way. Scott's really got to keep pouring it on, keep scoring.
So special teams, they're in a little conversation on either side of the field.
Talking about, because you almost feel like that Heath has to do something out of the ordinary to get another score to catch up.
Well, here's one thing they did out of the ordinary. In their longest drive, 12 plays, 403, 80 yards. All 3 of those numbers are their high water mark so far.
And so you want to
12 play drive, 4 minutes.
Not let Heath steal momentum back. 2 kickers again. Heath have been trying to punch the ball into the big gap around the 30-yard line. Let's see if that continues.
Let's see if they let Winters put his toe on it. So far it's been Mueller. And he'll do it again. This time down the middle, drifts right into the end zone and through. No opportunity for a return by Highland Park.
That time, Swaldy wisely sees it all the way and makes sure it's out of the end zone.
So the Scots will have this drive with 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Up 11, 42-31. Case Messer, first away from the sideline, will go to his receiver's slot. Swaldy outside of him, and another man will join him inside as they stack triplets.
Bunch. And then Caden Reeves in the backfield alongside Buck Randall.
Randall has the snap. Just a quick step back over to his left, and he was a little bit off with the touch on that pass. And Reeves unable to tap it up in the air and get it where he could bring it back.
Well, you like that ball, put the ball in front if you can do it so the backs can accelerate forward. Caden had to turn around for that one, just could not bring it in. And again, you saw Heath start to come with the blitz and then pulled off when they saw the bubble screen or the flare pass coming.
All right, Randall, 19 of 34 tonight passing. One interception. 355 yards, 5 touchdowns. Here's an end around. Fake me, went right up the gut. And for no gain, maybe a step out of the Scott ball carrier. Who's that masked man? Cotton Patterson. Caden Reeves.
And Grant Mirovich making the play.
228s, that'll do it every time. Scott's up to the line, 3rd and 9.
James Flowers enters the backfield for the Scots.
Buck Randall one more word, works out of the pistol, and the second man around the back won't get the ball either. Trouble, and sacked. A loss of 2 on the play, and it appears that Grant Moravec was the Heath Hawk that came up with that stop.
Scott sent out the punting team, and again, you sense momentum shifting a little bit back the other way.
It's been play selection that maybe a little bit more conservative here than they did in the last ones.
Maybe so.
But they can open that right back up.
We know they can do that.
Ready to punt from the 10.
Is this Hutchinson?
The snap and the boot away. It is Isaac Hutchinson's kick. And it took a short hop the wrong way. That's going to be about a 20-something.
13-yard punt. 13-yard punt.
14 yards on the punt by Isaac Hutchinson.
Well, that's not what you want. You prefer to be able to boom it and not give Heath that type of field position at the 37-yard line. But Scott's defense now got an opportunity to make a play.
See if they can come up. If Rockwall Heath feels compelled to throw downfield, that could be risky.
Yep. Well, Heath's been...
So twin targets left, one man to the right, and back in the game.
Oh, boy,
and
snap
the
his head.
ball gets away from the quarterback.
Boom, oh, no.
He'll escape one, up the sideline, just gets across the line of scrimmage. Holy moly, what a save by Prosper Neal.
Wow. That's one you just, you got to make the play.
How far do you think he ran for 3 yards on that one, Jim?
About 40 yards.
Okay. So, back into his spot in the backfield is Prosper Neal, who gets a good snap, fakes a handoff. Now going down the sideline left, on target, broken up. Oh, what a break up there made by the defender.
That's Dean Doolin, number 27, out there, who's, by the way, up until this year has never played cornerback. He's been a wide receiver. He knows how the wide receivers work, and I think that gives him an advantage playing out there at cornerback, because he was beat initially, but he made it up. Jay Ellis may have a comment on the side.
Dean, you're right. He knows how a receiver works, and what thing receivers do is they tell you when the ball is getting there, and the way they do it is by putting their hands up. He waited to the last minute. When the receiver's hands went up, his went up, and that was played perfectly.
Prosper Neal on 3rd and 7. Off his heels. It's caught at the 30, and out of bounds. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Nick Phillips on the catch at tight end, and he got just where he needed to go to the Highland Park 27. First down, Heath.
Wow, that's tough. Langdon McMurray, outside linebacker for the Scots, does a good job of getting over there to make the play, but just enough, as you said, for the first down. By the way, those sideline reports by Jay Ellis, brought to you by Macero in Inwood Village.
Boy, it is Jekyll and Hyde with Heath on 3rd downs. Tell you about it in a second. 1st and 10. Here's a throwback. Neal to his left. Throws it deep. Got a man open in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Heath. A 27-yard connection. And the toss ended up in Dylan McCann's hands. And he's put up another 6 for Rockwall Heath. It's 42-37.
This game just got interesting right there. Scots give up the big play deep. You sense that he's got a little bit of kind of a double-edged sword. They got a good running game. They got a deep pass to go over the top if they need to. Highland Park's going to have to fight to win this thing.
So, for the PAT, Gary on a knee. The kick on the way, and that one is right through again. And that makes it 42-38, my friend. Well, you wanted a good game, right? Maybe not this good.
The fans who went home probably want to come back. But we're still in the 3rd quarter.
Tell you what,
there's a lot to be played.
If they need sprinters out there, whoever ran with the H in Hawks was 10 yards ahead of everybody else.
It's H and Ox.
Yeah. Put that flag down and come play.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, there's been ebbs and flows in this game, hasn't there?
Highland Park had not really been able to come up with any kind of big kick return. What a fine time for it now.
It's time to just start executing and play your game.
So there goes Cannon Bozeman. And with him, Jack Swaldy. Swaldy at the 15 near us, so closest to the Highland Park stands.
Yep.
And then Bozeman over on the far right. Heath ready to kick.
Colton Hamill short on the near side.
6 might be the one this time. Nope, it's Mueller. And he'll go back deep. Fair catch signaled for it. Hops up but back into the end zone. And the Scots don't have to do any running and blocking.
Swaldy again. Watch this one go to the end zone, but unlike the couple times ago. All right.
All of that starting around the 25-yard line of HP. That's where the ball is placed now.
Isaiah
there he
looks
is.
like he had a cramp, and now he's trying to work out the kinks.
Yep. 3 receivers wide right. Buck straight back on the drop. Looks that way. Flushed out on the run. He gets away from one. He's off to the races. 40, 50. From behind, he's tackled at the Rockwall Heath 45-yard line. If it had not been for Luke Mitchell, we'd have another Bob Lilly Productions touchdown.
There you go. You don't think about Buck Randall breaking open like that, but you better spy him, because when he gets in the open field, he can move. Yep. Buck Randall, just what he needs. Threaten Heath with his running ability. When you combine that with how he throws, you got a dangerous weapon.
30 yards on that run. First down and 10 for Highland Park. The clock winding down. They may just say goodbye to the third quarter. 3, 2, 1. And all right, here we go, Jim. There are 12 minutes left in game number 1. Highland Park with a 42-38 lead over visiting Rockwall Heath.
We just didn't want you to get bored. Afraid you'd leave early or something.
Hey, those storms last night really woke us up early out in East Texas. All of a sudden, I had a 60-pound mutt that wanted in bed. Thank you.
While it may be true that Scotties always find a way, everyone needs a great game plan. The Meredith Farrell Group provides a clear home field advantage when it comes to buying or selling houses in the Park Cities, giving you the home field advantage yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let's go, Scots.
All right, we're back inside Highlander. The fourth quarter, all that remains in this one. Highland Park up 42-38 over visiting Rockwall Heath. Jim, you've said it best. It's been a little ebb and flow to this one. Highland Park trying to grab hold of the tide again and get it going their way. Back, empty backfield, stepping up, cross the line, lets it fly, and it might be a good thing that one didn't get caught. Because I'm not sure that he was still in the backfield when he let go.
Exactly. And again, Heath having good success, bringing more than the Scots can handle. That time they brought 6. And they're trusting their secondary to be able to cover them now. They've had trouble with Bozeman all night long. But if you're going to bring that many, you got to make them pay.
So Randall looking over to the sideline. He is joined in between plays by Isaiah Lee, who is off of his right hip. 3 targets left, 1 right. Quick drop, swing, pass out to the right. Here's Lee changing direction, and he will get it up and pick up another Scott first down. All the way to the 38-yard line of Heath. The 32. A 13-yard gain on the catch and scoot.
Give credit to Case Messer out at his Z position to the offensive right. He latched onto the cornerback, would not let him free, and he's what sprung Isaiah for the first down.
Lee with 4 catches and 48 yards on the night. 3 left, 1 right, the receivers, and in at tailback now. It turns into a blocker. Oh, Buck racing out. He's going to find a couple of linebackers waiting on him at the line of scrimmage.
And that's Luke Mitchell coming up to make the play again. Spine Buck Randall, not letting him escape. If he steps up to run the ball, they had 2 linebackers to squeeze him.
Off the formation right, Case Messer. He checks his watch for the play.
Flowers in the backfield for the Scots.
So here's the snap. Randall, straight back drop. Plenty of time. Fires and in and out of the hands of a defender for Heath. That is Keithan Jones.
Well, I think he might have been early, but they're not going to call that.
Yeah.
And the
Case on a delay.
Case Messer usually is going to come up with that with pretty good coverage right there. Go a little early. Big third down and 11.
Scots. And we're going to get somebody flinching on the line, and Highland Park's going to lose 5.
That's the Scots left tackle right there, I think.
6th penalty of the night on the home team. 45 yards marched off against the Scots tonight.
It just seems
6.
like that they've all come in kind of key spots. That's why you want to eliminate that if you can.
From the right hash mark, 3 left, 1 right, the receivers. Low snap, but Buck's got it. Steps up now. Will he run? Oh, he's got to run to save his life. Comes around to the right side. Now back into the middle. He bows it back some more, and he's got some room.
Come on, Bo.
To the 30, to the 28-yard line. Oh, what a huge stop by Colton Lowry of Heath.
And what a run by Buck Randall, but Colton Williams, Scott's sophomore offensive tackle, is down, and we hope that's not serious. He tried to get up, couldn't quite get up, hobbled.
Tell you what, Jim, Buck Randall ran about a 100-yard dash in that 9-yard gain.
He's fighting, scratching, clawing, as you got to do when you got a 4-point game.
Clock freezes with 10:41 to go. They're running a replay up there. That's brought to everybody by Iron Horsepower Services.
Iron Horsepower Services, thank you. Let's hope that's not serious with Colton Williams. He's a bright young prospect for the Scots. Starting as a sophomore, just like Stuart Alday did for most.
So while they tend to him, hopefully he's going to say, Coach, I'm all right, let me play. But next week, on the road or still at home?
Lovejoy on the road.
Ooh, going to...
We didn't get to talk about this in the third quarter stats, but Heath with 85 yards rushing compared to 121 for Highland Park. Heath with 214 passing, 386.
That's 600 yards of passing we've seen tonight.
We've seen a lot of it, and a lot of running too. All right, so taking the place of Colton Williams at left tackle, Trey Lander, senior, 6 foot 210.
Here we go. Randall, he's pointing at somebody over there. The referee is keeping everything under control until the injured player is all the way off the pitch.
Fourth and 7 for the Scots. They need to pick this up.
42-38, they lead. Here's the snap. Back to throw. Randall in trouble. Sacked at the 36. And Rockwall Heath has got some momentum now. Eddie Murphy on the sack. That's a loss of 7.
Well, Buck Randall got in quick pressure from the left side, forced him to step up, and when he did, he's right in Eddie Murphy's hands.
That's the 5th time that he has been dropped for a loss by the Heath defense.
Again, the outside pressure is what's causing a problem for the Scots offense.
All right. So in the second half of this game, Jim, this Heath offense that just came out from their huddle, they've done a lot in this second half. 207 yards after only 92 in the first 24 minutes.
Scott's defense have to step up now. Looks like Prosper Neal back in the game.
He's had a quick change over at the sideline, moves back over to the right. And now the snap and the handoff, and run into the left and run down from behind. Carter Zan is trapped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 1 if that's where they spot. Oh, they gave him the line of scrimmage.
And give credit to Langdon McMurray. He comes sprinting down the line from his outside linebacker spot, able to make the play for no gain.
2nd and 10. Neal claps, looks left, trots over to his right, calls a guy in, and it's caught at the 50-yard line. Sean Gary will take it to the 45 of Highland Park. A 16-yard reception. And Heath right up to the ball at the 47 to start the next drive. Snap, handoff, over to the right side. A blast through, picking up about 3 or 4. Carter's on again. Highland Park defense is a little sluggish in between.
Heath is keeping Scott's off balance with the running intermixed with the passing game. Scott's going to need to get the composure, make a stop.
They'll fake it this time, a toss, and it's a sliding catch made by Isaac Zmerzliker.
And that's Martin True in coverage. He's great coverage, but a better pass. Scott's need to force something here.
Here's a throw on the run. Another catch, tumbling down the grab. It's Zmerzliker again to the Highland Park 15, make it the 20.
Scots are going to have to come up and press a little bit, not give an easy release off the line.
Zmerzliker, 5 for 109 receiving. Here's the quarterback breaking out, and he'll get into the corner pylon. Did he score? No.
Yes.
Out at the 1.
Out at the 1.
Prosper Neal went 19 yards, and he thought he had 20 for the score.
Scots have another man down at about the 25-yard line. Again, let's hope it's a cramp.
8:51 to go in the night. Oh, they may have just turned it over, and they did. It's a touchdown by Heath, and suddenly the Hawks are in front of the Fighting Scots.
And that was the longest call for a touchdown I've ever seen. That was a good 30 seconds. I wonder what the discussion was.
While they were checking on a player, I think the officials gathered and were able to compare notes then.
Let's see.
I don't know how else it was done. They'll come in, the ref.
Thomas Cook, not the guy you want to see coming off the field slowly. Let's hope again it's just cramps.
Both of those legs are bending the way they should. He's got a steady walk. I think you'll see him again tonight.
Yeah, let's hope it's that cramp. But Heath has come storming back. Scots are going to have their hands full to come out of here with a win.
Hawks up 44-42, and now Mueller for the extra. The kick on its way. He hit it, but he hit it straight enough.
Wasn't perfect.
45-42. It is Rockwall Heath in front of Highland Park. The Scots get the ball when we get back.
I hope I don't give off like this VIP persona, but Sewell has kind of messed with my head in that way to kind of make me feel like I'm a VIP when it comes to cars. My husband will joke, he's like, you're obsessed with your car. I'm like, I am. I'm not a car person, but I'm obsessed with my car because of Sewell. I will always drive a Sewell.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Cadillac.
Here comes Heath. Are they going to let Mueller kick it again, or does Braden Winters get a shot? No, it's Mueller.
Bozeman
and he'll
swallowed
go it into no man's land. Caught on a bounce and then lost out of bounds. Oh, my.
That
was risky business over there on the far sideline.
That was good placement by Heath, putting the ball right over there where nobody could field it. Heath kicking game has been impressive to me.
Hey, here's something impressive. Last year, the Scots gave up 28 points just 3 times.
In the whole game.
In the whole game. And tonight, in the last 15 minutes and 9 seconds of play, Heath has scored 28 points. Rockwall, Heath's defense ready to go to work. That scoring drive that gave the Hawks the lead was 6 plays, 64 yards.
Here we go, razzle-dazzle.
A little razzle-dazzle, and in trouble in the backfield, drop for a sack at the 8. Oh, my.
Well, the Scots run the flea flicker, start out to Isaiah Lee to the right, toss back to Cannon Bozeman, then back to Buck, and the routes that
14 yards.
14-yard loss before Buck can get out of there and make something happen. The deep routes were not there.
So it's, what, second and Carrollton maybe from here?
Yeah.
Scots have lost 42 yards on 6 sacks. A low snap. Picked up, handed to the running back. He's trying to find an opening. Scoots across the 10, maybe to the 11. They handed it off to Carter Zan, or excuse me. Let's go to our numbers. That was Isaiah Lee.
Isaiah Lee and Eddie Murphy making the play for the Hawk defense. Now this play, 3rd and 20.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 21.
Scots need to make something happen here.
Well, they keep one man in the backfield for protection, but everybody else is looking for a pass. Here's a throw over the middle, and it is almost picked off. The pass broken up by Quincy Jones, junior DB, and boy, he was closing quick.
Scots will be punting.
Remember, Jim, the last kick by Isaac Hutchinson traveled only 14 yards.
Let's hope he's been kicking better than that in practice. But
3 for 27 average today. He can still get his average.
Scots need to cover because the field position's key here.
He can put a little thunder into one, and now we're going to have a delay of game. And he's still kicking out of the end zone, but now from against the back line. No pressure.
Well, this
Rockwall,
is
Heath 45, Highland Park 42, 7:21 to go, and Heath is about to get the ball back.
Colton Lowry's deep, and he's in position for a return.
Good.
Better kick.
High kick.
Better
wobbles,
kick.
sails. Oh, and it takes a Heath bounce. Now sideways, the Scots surrounded at the 38-yard line, and it's a 32-yard punt.
Well, the defense has really got the pressure on them now. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. Scots trail by 3, and Heath with great field position at the Highland Park 38.
Tell you what, Prosper Neal, he came out of the game earlier, you remember, Jim.
Yep.
But once he got back in the game, he's steadily been stepping up his efficiency.
He hadn't been throwing pretty passes, but they've been completable.
This will be the 4th drive starting in Highland Park territory tonight for Rockwall Heath. And in the last 3 tries, they've scored a couple of touchdowns. Here's the snap. High, but handled.
Oh.
Zahn gets away, tucks over to the left, and blasted at the 26-yard line. Man, that was Jack Sumner.
Jack Sumner came up with the hit. Hey, Lee Wagner, the inside linebacker, looked like he had him in the backfield, but a great jump cut helps him avoid the tackle, and he's able to get out, pick up a first down.
Tell you what, how Zahn was able to get that yardage. He was doing some side slipping, bunny stops, and goes. Heath up to the line in a fist with a receiver one each way.
Highland Park adjust on defense.
Handoff.
Oh, no.
Left. Big hole. 10, 5. Touchdown, Rockwall Heath.
Wow.
A 26-yard scoot and nobody laying a hand on Carter's arm.
They opened up a hole on the offensive left side that nobody could close down. Scots just were not fundamentally sound right there. But Heath now puts Highland Park in a major bind.
On for the PAT is Mueller. Ready for the snap. Place. Ball on the way. Nailed it. And so Highland Park has 6.5 minutes almost in which to score twice. They will get the next kickoff from Rockwall Heath, trailing 52-42.
Well, this is, again, you don't want to ever be in this situation if you don't have to be, but it's not all bad to have your back against the wall and see how you respond. This is not a district game. Doesn't mean you don't want to win it, but by the same token, you want to see how do you respond when things aren't going your way.
And we talked about this early when they were down 14-0. They responded okay then. They'll need to do it again as quickly.
It's even more so when you're late in the game like this, where you got the clock against you. Highland Park has had a tradition of being able to overcome situations like this. Each team, though, has to earn it.
How about this little tidbit? 4 touchdowns by Heath in their last 13 snaps, Jim.
That means they're breaking big gains, be it in the passing game or the running game.
So
we appreciate Brian Sperry giving us all these nuggets.
I want him to come with me. Mueller, and finally they let Braden Winters kick one. It'll be fielded at the 25, 30, 35, and to the 37, getting tackled by Ryan Basile. Messer with the return. And that didn't go quite the way that Heath wanted it to that time, but the Scots didn't get a whole lot out of it either.
Jay, were you in position to see that touchdown run by Heath? Did it just not enough squeeze?
Yeah, it was B gap to the left. I didn't see what the action was in the backfield, but just off the B gap, and there may have been some counter or something because neither linebacker scraped.
Randall with the snap and protection to his right on the run. He'll head to the sideline and out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Ooh, I think they robbed him a step. It'll bring up second down and make that 7.
Good protection by, looked like Landers. Was it Landers right there, number 70, up at left tackle.
Scott's getting out of the huddle. Maybe a little more urgency would be welcome, but the clock's not rolling.
Looks like that
because of the result of the last play. So
Stewart Allday in at left tackle. Got several linemen playing out of their normal positions.
3 left, 1 right. Low snap, ball's on the ground, and it had to be dove upon by Randall just to keep the possession. And now it's 3rd and 11, or is it 10? I think they got it right on the original line. 3rd down and 10 for Highland Park, or under 6 to go.
Number 65 in the game for the Scots. Townsend moved to right tackle. Got Mason McDowell in the game at guard. Townsend at left tackle all day, right tackle all day at left tackle.
Let's see if they attack Tripp. Yeah, they did. Went right around him and just getting rid of it. And coming back. Oh, we had a leap, but no catch. Boy, the defender and receiver were in the same phone booth, but not enough contact for a flag there.
Was that Cash Tanner, I believe? And brings up a 4th down. What do you do here? You got 5:37 to go. You've had trouble getting it very, very deep punt. I imagine Coach Allen's going to go for it.
even if you don't get it here, there are things you can do.
You don't buy yourself a lot by punting it.
Snap. And quick kicks it straight up in the air.
Oh, wow.
This one's going to go backward. It does take a Highland Park hop or 5 and rolls down to the 24-yard line. Hey, that's a 38-yard punt.
Coach Allen making the decision. He's going to punt that ball and put the faith in the defense.
So the Highland Park D down there getting each other ready.
I expect to see a heavy dose of that running game from Heath at this point.
5:27 still to play in the game. Highland Park down 10, 52-42.
Dylan Palmer at right tackle for the Scots.
Looking them over, changing up over on one end. The quarterback, Prosper Neal, hands it off, and a big hit laid on the ball carrier, Owamba, and he's good for just a little more than a yard to get across the 25.
And that's Nick Vanderwest in with the play. As well, Dennis Prowse in there as well. I don't see Thomas Cook, who went off the field with a cramp or some problem with his leg. Like to have him in there, but Scott's defense backups can do the job.
Heath wanted to go at a quick pace early in the game. Now with a 10-point lead, they're ready to milk the clock.
Scott's get
Play
up.
Clock down to 6.
Crowd the ball.
4 with 4:44 to go. He takes the ball with 2 seconds on the play clock. A handoff and a rumble and a stumble. Almost enough for a first down, but not.
Wow, you can't give up 7-8 yards like that in that situation.
Owamba, who just bulled his way forward, a 7-yard gain.
It's like Henry Hobbs coming in the game, trying to get some fresh meat.
Another lengthy huddle, 15 seconds. The receivers just now splitting out.
Scots can get penetration. You got to get down quick early.
Neal hands it off, and they got the yardage needed. Up to the 35-yard line, the ball carrier made it before being pushed back. But they'll move the chains, and they'll do it with under 4 minutes to play. Timeout called by Highland Park.
That's the first of the Scots this half. Two to go. The first order of business is get the ball back.
Yes, sir.
You gotta find a way, and I don't look for Heath to throw the ball.
Isn't this the time where Gene Hackman's supposed to grab somebody's kid and say, "Get me the ball"?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, really, you got to take chances. You got to knife through. You got to say, "I'm not going to play my gap. I'm just going to get penetration and try to cause a wreck." The best defensive linemen in this situation are the ones who go, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm just going to get in the backfield and cause a wreck on a handoff.
How about this? On 5 third-down conversion attempts in the first half, Rockwall Heath was 0 for 5 and lost 17 yards. In the second half, Jim, 6 out of 6 and 68 yards on third down.
That tells you the tale of where we are right now. 3:55 to go in the game.
Hawks will spread their receivers further out. They may be ready to try something quickly. And instead, it's a handoff.
Oh, way too
going
much.
right. And up to
ball.
And the Scots have come up with it.
Scots have it. Ronan Moreland, number 20, gives the Scots some life. There's a long way to go, but that's the play you needed. If I was Heath, I'd have been telling the guy, get down, don't fumble, get down on the ground.
Protect the ball.
Protect the ball. Scots, let him break through. Looks like they're going to be able to not stop him from getting another first down, but the ball breaks free, and the Scots offense gets another chance to resuscitate the team.
Brian Owamba, who had just been a bulldozer for Heath on the drop. Now here come the Highland Park Scots. Clapp and Randall straight back, throws right over the flat of man, wide open at the 30, at the 25, still on his feet, wrestled to the ground at the 23, making the 24. Case Messer.
All right, Bozeman going to the trips look. Watch him on the drag route. Big success so far tonight.
Big first down. Highland Park up to the 23 of Rockwall Heath, 3:21 to go. Wide side left, 3 receivers there, and they'll move the back in motion. Randall looks, Randall steps back, gets away from one, throws to the sideline, out of bounds. He caught a cheerleader, and that'll stop the clock with 3:08 to play. The ball still at the Hawks 23.
Interesting, James Flowers in the backfield ran bubble-looking screen, but gave a lot of ground. Looked like it was going to set up the double pass again. 3:08, second down. Scots need to keep the distance manageable. Get half of it now, half of it on third down.
Highland Park able to catch a little bit of a breath when the clock stopped on that play. They could use up the play clock without disadvantage. Oh, Randall throws.
There it is.
At the 15,
That's
the 17. What a blast laid on Cannon Bozeman by the Rockwall defender. I think that was Colton Lowry that hit it.
Bozeman's a warrior because that's a shot. He hops right up, ready to run another one. That's Bozeman's 10th catch of the night for 208 yards and 3 touchdowns.
3 left, 1 right. Randall. Buck looks right. Buck throws a little fade into the end zone, and there's the flag. That's going to be defensive pass interference.
That's going to give the Scots a first down about the 9-yard line or so.
That's just the 3rd penalty on Rockwall, isn't it? The 5th penalty.
All right, here we go. Interference, there it is.
Yep.
9-yard line, first and goal.
They'll put the ball down where?
At the 9. No. Oh, they're going to mark all the whole.
That was in the end zone.
In the end zone, so it's the entire 15 yards to the 2. Here comes a heavy package in for the Scots.
Checking in the big man, the heavy package. It'll be Elliot Tollison, number 36. No, James Flowers, excuse me.
James Flowers, number 94. Not sure who that is. Not on our roster.
Here's a keeper. A little hesitation move, but a hit from behind. And over the goal line, maybe.
No, we got a hit from, we got a flag.
Oh, we got a penalty flag.
Looks like it's going to be offsides against Heath. Let's see if Coach wants
Waiting on the referee. He's ready to. There you go. They're going to decline. He wants to decline.
Coach Allen wants to know if it's a touchdown.
Right.
Or is it not a touchdown?
So with it.
So it moves the ball to the 1. Scots again need 2 scores, so they're going to have to get in the end zone quickly here. They did take the penalty.
So at the 1, and it is goal to go. First down, 2:13 and counting. They got to get here twice. Here's Buck, tackled at the 1. Slung down there, ran into the open arms of Rockwall Heath's Carson Adams.
Number 94 is the lead blocker. That may be Sloan White right there.
Timeout called by Highland Park with 2:04 to go. And big decisions to make down here. But something that goes right into the end zone would be welcome.
So do the Scots take time out here?
Yes.
So 1 left.
52-42. Rockwall Heath surging from behind, took the lead. And now Highland Park, after forcing a turnover at midfield,
incredibly
trying to get back within 1. Well, Gene Hackman told him to get the ball.
Yeah, Scots need to score here. They don't need to waste any more time. They got one timeout. They're going to have to depend on an onside kick probably.
Here comes Heath.
Here comes the sugar huddle.
And they've got their bulldozer in the middle of the formation. Man, that's a lot of
break
meat
quickly.
And little bitty numbers. I think we'll know more. But the Scots come up to the line. Buck, the snap. Buck trying to follow a blocker.
He's in
there.
Oh, no call. No call.
Touchdown.
Yes.
On the other side of the field, they call the touchdown.
Well, we want those 3 seconds back while you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Scots give themselves a chance. Obviously now
do you go for 2?
No, because you get within 3.
Right, and then you could kick a field goal to win.
If you don't make it for 2, then you're 4 points down.
Well, then you still have to score. See, you get to choose which way you score if you make 2. It'll tell you either way. But they're going to kick.
Whoa.
I got it. 91's running out there.
You don't need to waste your time out.
Here's the snap, the plays, kick on the way. It's good.
Scots within 3.
A $1:58 to go in the night. Rockwall, Heath 52, Scots 49. We'll be back with a kickoff after this.
Hello, Trouble. We've sparred once or twice before. Back in the days when you used to scare me. Now, I'm coming for you. Just to show you what I'm made of and who's in my corner. So go ahead. Tell me I can't do it. Then watch me. Vista Bank, powering Friday Night Lights since 1912.
Rockwall, Heath, coverage men or return men are getting a talking to across the way, Jim.
That touchdown brought to you by Bob Lilly Promotions and also by Brett, and the extra point by Brett Kennedy and Kensington Vanguard title. Yeah, everybody's getting a talking to on respectively. Yeah, you're right.
17. It was 52-49, and it was the 2 kicker deal, which we've got 2 out there.
Yep.
And I think that Rodney Webb may have been the coach of Rockwall at that game.
May have been him.
All right, Scots get it teed up. And which Scott is going to kick off? Will it be Sutton Stock or will it be Brady Bubrig, number 82?
52.
52, that is Shep Pryor. But this one's going to bounce. And just underneath a Heath player.
That almost came out from under him right there.
We saw a little bit of the ball over there, but Colton Lowry got on top, and let's see, is it... That's probably offsides on,
you would think,
HP.
We got a call coming right now.
Here comes the call. Offsides on Heath.
Wow.
Oh, another stab at it. Let's move a little bit closer.
Give the Scots more life.
So up to the 45 for the kickoff now.
Yep. As you think back to Manville, think Cade Kostosted over here on the right side.
You could park cars. There's so much room behind the deep backs.
Here we go.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he kicked before we were ready. Dean Doolin was running down there to make the recovery, and he didn't get it off. None of the Scots' right side got off when the ball was kicked. All right, one timeout.
158. Right where we want.
Be
right, Jim.
Be difficult. Well, I'd never say never.
Hey, Let me tell you this. Tomorrow, when my East Texas A&M Lions take on SMU, right now, SMU has a 99% chance of winning that game. But we've got
you got them right where you want them. You got them right where you want them. I used to love to play games like that when you're the. It's like,
no
what do you got to lose? Let it go.
No pressure at all. And then Florida State next week just to cool off afterwards. Here goes Heath ready to work. Neal gets the snap, hands it off, looking for running room left, and to the edge, and tackled out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
How about that'll stop the clock?
That'll help you.
Big time help.
Yeah, I can't believe Heath didn't stay in.
Carter Zahn.
If I'm Heath, I'm calling timeout and say stay in bounds. But we'll take it.
Zahn's been so used to plowing people.
Go ahead, Jay. What do you got?
The other thing, the running back, when he hit the back of the left tackle, he took his right arm off the ball and was carrying it with one arm. So they're daring us to either stop the clock or take the ball.
Please rake the ball free.
Heath into a fist with a receiver each way. Neal, the snap.
He went the wrong way.
He's got to take it himself, and he's going to break free. 30. He's tackled at the 25-yard line. He just kind of took the foot off the gas and slid down. 144 and counting in the game.
Well, exactly the right move by Prosper Neal when he breaks free. They don't need a touchdown. They need the clock to run, and him squatting down ensures the clock keeps running.
Find out how these Highland Park ends, if they can kind of stagger their crash into the backfield and maybe catch it, because you know that Heath doesn't need to throw the football.
No, but you got to collision the mesh point.
To the play clock going down to 0. They'll call a timeout right before the flag would be tossed. And